some pretty good minus armor with PA and stack that up. Feels like
That's actually kind of weird that they would ban out the starter, because that would mean that Boom would have to turn Pango into like the mid laner, because go for their lineup is very strange. I think at most you get something that enables the Phantom Assassin, that like a DK, something that would draw focus away from her, so that because this team isn't very tanky either. I know Tusk and Pango can kind of be tanky, but not in the traditional sense that they're standing still and taking a bunch of abuse. It's more that they can initiate and then they won't die when they initiate. That's not what I had in mind.
I mean, it fits the minus armor PA thing. Yeah, it is a little bit.
All of these heroes are gonna get like totally crushed in like a fight that lasts longer than 5 seconds, because if Dazzle gets some bad juju off and Ricky just waits his turn to roll into the fight,
10 seconds
so maybe don't go for a Storm Spirit now, because like if you have a mid lane Shadow Fiend and you see how squishy Boom is, you don't even really need to go for an assassinating mid. You just need to go for a mid who can go with long fights, I think.
Yeah, I think I'd be down for that. You also need to be careful about getting bursted though, because there is like BK able to Tusk. You've got PA that can jump on you.
Death Prophet.
Death Prophet's banned.
Oh damn.
No, you can't go DK real Shadow Fiend. Maybe you can. I don't know. I think you could maybe do it. It would be tough. They could also just put Dazzlement and take a different offense.
Choose your
okay.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that. It's not like tanky in the traditional sense, but it's not going to get bursted by Phantom Assassin, and as long as you have enough range to stay out of Shadow Fiend's raises, then you're also going to be able to survive for a very, very long time. So, still a hero that can kind of extend fights. We already saw the potential in the very last game that we casted with medics, and so with Dazzle and Pugna on the same team being able to keep like a Ricky alive, I have a lot to be afraid of if I'm Boom right now.
I would agree with that. I think that the Pugna is not as much of a medic in this one. The Boomy 4 that did it for Adroit.
Yeah.
But it still has a lot of the same type of things where you save with that. You have to sort of depend upon your other heroes to make a lot happen. This is gonna be an interesting one. Fnatic facing off against Boom. Let's see real quickly if I can populate odds and see what's saying about it. Map 1. A little bit more favored towards Boom after that. It's really close to similar, but oh wait, no, it switched back a lot. So yeah, it's a lot more favored towards Boom.
A lot more favored towards Boom.
Maybe not. Less than like less than point. That is a generous term. All right, let's go to the game. I don't know how to read odds. I'm not very good at betting. So that's on me. Sorry, guys. But regardless, it's gonna sports facing off against Fnatic. To 3 all starts right now.
You know, I think also what happens is that whenever like the pre-draft odds show up, then a lot of people are like, oh, well, I mean, the odds are so stacked, maybe I should just bet on Boom anyway, because I would get like such a good whatever payout if they do win. And so I think that that's what kind of shifts the draft odds. Not necessarily that people like the draft, it's more that people are like, yo, what if I win?
Right. Yeah, it's true. Expected or like
right.
Expected value. Well, we'll see how it goes. Makoto gonna face off against Moon. This is, you know, an interesting matchup, right? Like earlier in this tournament, I had proclaimed that Moon I thought was the best mid laner in Southeast Asia, and I got a lot of messages from people that were like, Makoto, best mid laner in all of C. Makoto
was the one that you got the most contenders for.
Right.
Really?
He definitely did. And I'll agree, Makoto's a beast. He's a monster. I want to see how he does in this matchup, but me saying it beforehand puts the onus all on me that I could get wrecked completely right here. They're gonna go down. FBZ finding the first kill. 23 Savage trying to run away. Does have the blink strike down to the low ground, but they still got eyes on this man. They have another swashbuckle 6 seconds away But there's nobody for 23 Savage to run to, so they might actually just be able to run him down here. They've got tag team back up again. 23 Savage could be in some trouble. They move in, couple more punches. Savage man going down, he is.
Oh boy.
All right. For Boom.
And still, oh no, yeah, three for one bounty runs also go the way of Dire, so pretty sweet initial engagement for Boom. Now let's see how these lanes shake at FBZ. And Tusk most likely gonna stay bot. Kez cute. Just block a small camp at the first minute. I don't really anticipate him leaving this Phantom Tessin alone for.
Unlikely to see that one, I would imagine. But you never know. Things could happen. Interesting. Moon actually going to be taking at level 1 the death award because he knows that the SF is going to be taking raises. That's kind of cool. It did get taken out there though, which is a very frustrating situation. But regardless, 3 heroes down bottom and trying to get a little bit aggro onto FBZ here. Rest of Boom head over, trying to find jabs. He's gonna break it. Be able to escape. Savage gonna get pummeled here a little bit, gonna be forced back. Tricks the trade, and all of a sudden back up top. Kez cute, as you said, to come and help against Ice.
This is like the third time I've seen Boom kind of go for this. Even though they don't necessarily have a kill lane, they seem to be okay dedicating 3 heroes to the off lane of the, and then letting their safe lane carry like power leveled to level 2, I suppose. That seems to be the intention to me, because they're okay splitting experience 3 ways between these 3 less important heroes. They'll give the safe lane carry a quick stud.
I think that even just the idea of trying to mix up the lanes to like prioritize those certain the first couple of levels is always a really like, I don't know, I guess it gives you a more dynamic approach to be like, all right, this is traditionally a bad matchup, but if you're able to get to that level 2, sudden this matchup that would be bad is better than it would.
Nothing in mid.
Have a little that was blocked photo here.
Yeah, and this netherward placement is so peculiar. Like, it's 1600 range,
Right.
and like he's sticking it right in front of the Shadow Fiend. Like the mid lane is very short these days. You don't need to put it that close.
I'm almost wondering if it's like sort of Moon trying to tempt him and hitting it, like, because he did deny it earlier, but then when he did that, he missed guess as it was happening.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a strange one, but yeah, 1600 range is insane.
And the degen, like it'll burst people from that range with the damage, and the degen on the mana is also. So maybe it was a bait, and that's why the fissure is here, because maybe Mikoto was like, oh man, I can totally kill this nether ward. Enter fissure. It doesn't look like it's going to be able to do very much, and that is definitely very unfortunate timing, because it looks like this is like a very fresh fissure. Oh, never mind, it's been there for 5 months. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, I think it was just there to get some extra harassment. Like, Moon doesn't even need decrep or another class. See. So 0-2 start as they're having some team juice. All the. Yeah, it's going to be a matchup of kind of like force him into use raises while simultaneously another ward. I wonder if like Moon might even opt to, like, if you want to be really annoying about it, he could just like go 0-4 crazy like that. So like he forces the, look at that. That he forces it out.
He can't right click the creeps. He has to raise them down, and he has to tank it. Another ward attack.
Like, I wonder if that's
It's only
I don't know.
I mean, decrepping the enemy hero is always going to be a strat, but once Shadow Fiend has Wraith Bands, then he's just going to wait out the decrep. You'll miss like 1 or 2. But I will say that it'll definitely slow down Shadow Fiend, because Shadow Fiend in late levels, post level 5 or 6, he usually just wants to have to come back to the lane, race down, and go back to the jungle.
Here again. there on the Makoto. Takes a tower shot as he heads by. Phoenix is also over here. A strange start to this matchup as they're kind of just trying to dodge away from a couple of these spirits that come out. It does leave a 1v1 again up top. So far, at least, Ice needs to remain pretty even with Dream Cell. Not sure if that's going to continue, though.
I'm pretty sure he'll start surpassing Dream Cell fairly soon. It's not an easy for Phantom Assassin to go up against. She doesn't even have a stick. She just got her courier delivered, and it's just a Wraith Band, and so her only regen is the Tango. She doesn't even have a Fairy Fire or anything.
One more, Alex.
If Ice feels like it, you can just walk up to her and start poison touching her, as now DJ gonna snipe out the PA's courier as well.
That's really annoying. Over, drops down a sentry thinking that there was a ward there. No such luck, and DJ gets fancy little boots and move on out of there, scooting away. There's not the poison touch. We're seeing out the dive from Kezcute back to lane to try and see continue to harass Dream of Cell a little bit.
Shadow Wave!
A round of the deep punches. Ooh, take down Jack. Okay. So the one lane that's going pretty well right now, boom, definitely is down bottom.
Yeah, tag team was just an insane amount of damage. No one can really deal with that. Otherwise, I would have suggested that maybe the Tusk go. Like, if that wasn't such a good lane combination, I would have been surprised that they just didn't send the Tusk top with Phantom. That would be arguably a better lane for her, because Phoenix does not do very much. His presence is kind of useful just because of the fire spirits, but that's the Dazzle. Phoenix has one armor, and Dazzle poison just will just eat him alive. It's not a very aggressive lane, and sending the Tusk up here would have been more aggressive, but pairing with Swashbuckler.
We'll have to keep an eye on these stacks here. There's two over to the side with a ward nearby so they can see on Boom if anybody comes to test them. And meanwhile, Radiant stacking up this camp a couple times as well. A couple things to watch for there. 0-3 so far in terms of the kill score at the very least. 23 Savage again. You get kind of hit here. You get stroke fade off. Thinking about chasing MBZ, tricks the trade, one more punch. To find that kill is high, just has to back up again.
They didn't even use Inkswell. Surprised by jabs. Regardless, yeah, he's right. Sitting on Ricky's Wraith down.
Oh, stun comes out right as they're going for it. Misses the stroke of fate though. Hyde is able to sidestep that one and pick up the other bounty rune. Not go down dead. Right. Very, very cool.
Endearing to me is. It is. I find Stroke of Fate surprisingly difficult to land, because the thing is, whenever you do it right in front of you, it comes out at an angle. So like the animation is accurate as no kid.
Snowball comes in trying to save Makoto's life, and they will be able to. Again, harass back Makoto, not having an amazing time, and you keep on seeing, like, it's so annoying for him to have to deal with. Does have that, which is going to allow him to get top back off again. He's getting an okay time right now, heading back to the jungle afterwards. 13 guys are definitely a little bit annoying. Definitely not the end of the world out there.
Surprisingly, Dazzle abandoned his lane. It may be just that he's got those sticks and he's ready to bad juju it up in the jungle. But this does free up space for Phantom Assassin, and usually whenever Dazzle or Ice leaves the lane, then DJ takes it over immediately. Which DJ is not that far behind. He's managed to complete Franklin despite failing both of his ganks mid, so he's still doing fine, but okay, now he's going. Although that may be kind of bad timing, because it looks like Tusk wants to kill somebody.
They do have a ward in here, though, so they spotted this rotation coming up for DJ. Still going to get tag team finisher and the jump in. They take him down. So that was scouted out by this ward, but he was just a little bit too late to react to it, it looked like. Unfortunate time there. Does allow Ice to take back over the lane afterwards. They also get the D ward up here.
Yeah. Pretty obvious that he must have had vision. It wasn't. soon enough. So Ice takes the lane back over. Curious what okay, so DJ's gonna go mid now. They really like. It's a shame that they haven't killed the Shadow Fiend. They even scan out. Oh, never mind. It's fire scan. Yeah, but I mean, props to Makoto. Maybe is this good of a laner as your Twitter replies were implying him to be, because not dying in this lane is pretty good. Pugna is like very bursty, and Dakota manages to hit level 7 before the Pugna, despite the Shitter being like hanging around the entire time, and now Dazzle's in trouble.
Nice, he skills up Point Grave though. Had that one saved. Chase down comes hot. Trying to get away from there. DJ going to be involved in the hill, it looks like, which is definitely good for him because he is only level 2.
Radiant's top tower
Kind of
is under
crazy.
attack.
He does not have great game experience wise at all.
Well, how did he have the money for these tranquils though? He did walk out of the base with boots. Still,
Radiant's
like,
middle
man,
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
level 2 tranquil is not something you see very often.
Just hoping he can get level 6. He's gonna go echo those stacks. Misses that stack though. But you saw there that Moon did check out these stacks in the jungle, found a couple of them. As up here top, ISSA is going to be forced to Grave TP out. So at the very least, Fnatic are going to know that those stacks are there and watching for Makoto to pass that direction.
It's sort of like Dream of Cells, Phantom has to take them also. Because Kescute is also stacking up, doing like all this. It's not just the Shadow Fiend that you.
Right. Balance are going, but here's to jump FBZ.
Damn,
There's a wraparound coming in from
heroes
Hyde,
there.
as well as Makoto. They run into DJ, and well, that is going to be him going down dead. But can they get out with the rest of them? 23 Savage running in right now. Does have the jump on if he wants to go over to Jabs, but that's not going to be enough to save him. I don't think. Stun coming out, trying to take down Kescute, and that was just bizarre.
I don't know why he would walk into that. There's no one low HP. There are no stacks that he needs to contest. Jeff actually managed to kill the courier and really live all the evidence.
No, there's no way. That would have been awesome though.
I don't know why 27 would do that. They knew that this SF had a DD rune, and Moon wasn't like anywhere near ready to TP. Like if Moon was TPing, then maybe it's like a bait, and Ricky could have sit in. And this I'm okay with.
They're moving out to try and fight this a little bit more. It looks like they bring in, but Hero's still nearby, and FBZ having level 6. Hard to imagine they're going to be able to get any type of meaningful kill here. Well, Moon going to try and take the outpost. They want to battle for this one right now. Savage on Makoto, bring on to both of them, able to find one, possibly 2 kills here. Makoto also likely one more punch, gets the kill. So they do not find an outpost, but they do get a couple boards.
Yeah. Wow. Wait. So I saw the Phantom Assassin beginning a channel. So both outposts went the way of Dire. Okay.
Yeah.
Still, I think you take that trade. If you manage to kill off the Shadow Fiend, then that's really makes it worthwhile. All the other kills, like the Phoenix, the Pango, not necessarily worth it, but shutting down the Shadow Fiend, that's fantastic. Because now he kind of feels obligated to take all these stacks, which, again, I'm sure he would have as another career gets sniped. But you are able to use it for the Phantom Assassin, that's even better.
This is really interesting. Like, they're bringing 23 Savage up here, showing that he's in this area. Kescute's hanging around, but they're also pushing bottom and take that little tower. So they're threatening that they kill off those stacks. Hyde is gonna throw out his shards and then back away. But it's getting close to that, and I can't believe that they're actually gonna just go let Makoto take these. Somebody has to be showing up to this, right? I guess not. Yeah. That is a hell of a lot of gold for Mr. Makoto. He is going to be up ahead of everybody after this one. They knew this was happening. I'm surprised they didn't even want to at least like stick around to try and soak XP or something.
Yeah, props to Boom, I guess. They created pressure elsewhere on the map that this Dazzle would have been the best candidate to show up and start contesting that stack. But he's having to protect bottom.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Four Dire heroes show up here,
Dire are
and they scan out the.
Sice all alone, and well, you know, I don't think he's going to be living that long here. They pop everything. Ice is going to try and TP out, forces them to use the Penguin lead. As the stun comes through, the dirt.
Oh,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
but he Icarus died
Radiant
with the
structures
courier.
are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And not even
Dire's top tower is under
Fnatic are not even
attack.
able to get that much out of the rest of the map. There are 4 heroes down here. I mean, they're just slowly nether
Dire's top
blasting
tower
down
has
mid,
fallen.
but Koto's
Radiant's
here, now
bottom
Hyde has
tower
shown
has
up,
fallen.
and they could
Dire's
theoretically
middle
turn on the
tower is under
Pugna.
attack.
Even though the ward is there, it's only a level 1 nether ward, and Makoto's tanky enough to go through that, actually opt for
Dire's
a
structures
drum
are
first
fortified.
item. Wow.
Dire's middle tower is under
Huh.
attack.
That's not
Drums
something I
BKB.
typically see on Shadowfall.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, I guess you need to be able to survive the burst, and that item does it, along with being a big thing. As you're going to be forced all the way back, they do throw out that nether ward. Good amount of damage. Moon just is completely eviscerated. He's going to lose the nether.
No problem, no because I'm glad.
Kind of crazy right now.
We're used to definitely mistakes coming out from all their teams. Savage is playing up against Mikoto, and he's gonna have to run away. I'm down with the drum.
That
He's a very,
Radiant
very
are
tanky
scanning.
Shadow Fiend right now. 1600 HP, and he first just against this upcoming Crapify, which would be very, very irritating for him. And so the Yule's build obviously is good, but kind of clowny and kind of unreliable, especially whenever there's instant disables from Earthshaker and now Rain and Shadow Fiend. But yeah, he's so tanky.
It's not gonna happen that way. They need to get more farm on 23 Savage, and he is getting towards the Diesel Blade. Looks like he's queuing up afterwards an MKB, which I'm actually like way more down for than a Battle Fury. That sounds pretty cool. Before realizing the item on
I mean, how big is our sample size though?
Dire's
I've seen a
top
lot of
tower is
them,
under
and they
attack.
almost always lose. Done. Stun snowball back away. Ice, does have a great still. Needs to use it here. Soulbind onto 2. Do they have any follow-up? Doesn't work.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Question marks, I'm sure. Ice. That grave, you bet.
He was like stepping in, right? He wasn't even like hauled in. He could have just walked into the camp and he would have been
That's fair.
fine.
That's fair.
Bro, what is
Dire's
the
top
ping
tower
right
is
now
under attack.
on Fnatic? Okay.
I don't know.
No, they all
Radiant's
reasonable
bottom
things.
tower is under attack.
Got some questionable maneuvers from all of their players.
Happens to the best of us, for sure. So here in the meantime, I'm taking down another stacked paint camp, and after phases just pummels them down. The illusions are going to be tanking through it the whole time. Now also has an imp claw if he wants to give that over to the PA. Keep it himself. Looks like he's going to back this
Dire's
Ashley.
turret
I
has been
think
killed.
this Vampire is also super high.
Should make my life
As
easier.
Finn, top lane, find Hyde, gonna kill him off.
Netherbook's on cooldown, so
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Well, I guess they
structures are
could push this then.
fortified.
Yeah. Go Siege Creep,
Radiant
and
structures
DJ is
are
still
fortified.
standing
Dire's
armed and
top
ready
tower is under
with
attack.
4 points in Nether Blast. So you could probably, yeah, take this tier 2 on contest.
Dab's gonna try and keep hold of the mid tower while all this pressure is
Radiant's
coming
middle
on. You
tower
can
is
see
under
that
attack.
Boom don't really want to defend the top tier 2 right now. Maybe FBZ could move on in and do it actually. He does find the clumsy net onto the Earthshaker. Fissure stun and backing away. Speaking of which, DJ already has a blink dagger. You gotta be so careful right now. Here, Boom. Jump in, echo the snowball reactions. Ooh, pretty as all heck. FBZ trying to escape. They don't have the damage for him. He's actually going back in like a crazy person. And looks like he might be able to do it. No, you can't do that against a Ricky Train. As they turn it back around. Now the Soulbind comes out. Stun on the 3. Oh, it's so pretty. Are they going to be able to kill off Makoto? He's turned away. 23 Savage ends his life. And Jazz is going to live through the end. Boom, y'all messed up. Ooh.
every Pango player has had that feeling, and they're like, wait, we have no range heroes. I'm untouchable right now. But if you trick the trick works, these other sources of instant attack also work. Like you'll get like flat cannons, you'll get hit by use of the split shots. You have to be aware of all the sources of physical damage whenever you go into Rolling Thunder. So quite a mistake by FVZ, but an amusing mistake definitely.
Fortunate. Yeah, that was a big win. That's 4,000 gold lead now for Fnatic. Again, I still think that Boom have a very long timing if they can get into those items later on, but this push that's starting to develop from Fnatic is really hard to stop. And that was with a missed Echo Slam. Silence there down. Fissure gonna connect afterwards. The trade round 2. FPZ trying to escape. Could have thrown Market there. And it looks like FBZ might actually be able to escape, but this fight has become so chaotic. Dreamcell left completely alone. Okay. Another round of tricks in the trade coming in. Oh, 23 Savage on a mega kill streak. Another Rolling Thunder that just does nothing. I don't know, man.
Ricky with this. That's not gonna happen. This time it wasn't tricks in the trade. This time it was just a blink strike away to the Phoenix and then into the quick diffusal blade. And they keep taking these fights, and only just now did Supernova come off now. And so two team fights back to back as a result of a 110-second cooldown. So you just slow it down a bit because yeah, it's great they're making space for Dreamer Zones. He's not showing up to any of the stuff which he shouldn't be, but if you're giving Ricky a bunch of gold, then that means that he's going to get his MKB that much sooner and make Phantom Assassin that much more useless earlier on. So, I mean, she's going to even need her full BKB because even if Ricky wasn't a factor, then she's just going to get decrepified by the Pugnar.
Oh no. Oh god, Makoto back out of there. I thought DJ was going to run and echo that one. I guess they're just going to finish Roche, which is definitely the nicer play. But game is hard now. Game is real hard. As you said, the Supernova is available if like they need to defend the fight. You're starting to get towards bigger items on Dreamcell, but they need more. They need these BKBs. That one is going to be done on SF now, just gain level 15. Other side, PA is only just going to have one component of it. Reveals on the creep wave. She needs to get out. This is super scary. The rest of them are coming in. Savage looking for the bump. Finds him. Not going to be there in time.
Radiant were coming through the smoke because they planted a observer ward on that cliff. Wow, immediate 4-man TP to this outpost to catch the Shadow Queen. Yo.
Gotta run, gotta hide.
Canceled his life turn. He had a 4-step and a face turn. Whoa!
Amazing what you find.
Don't know what Moon was doing there. They could have gotten that kill. He had a haste turn. Could have just walked in front of the Shadow Queen.
But don't go far. Instead to find over the side there the Tusk. That is life drain that is continuing and hide. Gonna try and punch, try and get away. One more round and there. Quick snow. Jazz is already dead. Okay, this is a good fight for Boom if they can find this. 3 Savage. Another round of tricks of the trade. Trying to it goes down. Has to pull prep there again onto SF BKB. And now he's just gonna turn around and kill off the Necrobook.
That's a BKB usage for Choke effectively. Nothing else is really spent both sides. And they still have plenty of time left on the Sages, so they can keep going through their own tactics. I imagine that they're probably just going to slow push bot tier 2. So they threat high ground.
They don't have BKB on Shadow Fiend. Echo's available.
You die. Yet
Yeah, Grimstorm's walking back to the game now, and oh, it's an arcane rune on Prism, so this is a great time to push freaking 3.5-second cooldown another world. Let's go.
Photo, stun, they pop the glyph. Up on the high ground, and Fnatic just gonna back out with Greaves on ice. They do not need to fight this. They can go in a second from Masters if they want once the Supernova's done. Savage gonna be rooted for the moment. Dagger goes out, but Moon there to heal him up afterwards. Yeah, and like you said, 2 minutes left on the Aegis as well. Like he is so comfortable doing this, jumping in if he wants to, finding the Phoenix, almost getting the kill. Blink strike completes that snowball from the low ground, but this man has an Aegis, and the dazzle, and a pug right behind him. Yeah, hold the spot for the moment. 23 Savage, another round of tricks in the trade. Got him caught. There's BKB round 2, but Makuno, does he have enough damage? He's got to be careful right now. They're going to take it with Ricky in a moment, or are they? Oh, he's going to get life drains. And Fnatic, they can just stay here. They really don't seem to care.
Push is quickly creeping up my list of heroes that are really, really good right now. We already saw the potential as a 4 position, now the power as a mid, which is what we more traditionally see. And the defensive heal is freaking 7-second cooldown, no lag center. 23 seconds.
Oh my god.
It does double care attitude.
Yeah, it's and the tranquil boots, like it's taken off right now, but you can just do this and then back away afterward. Everything's fine. MKB now done on the Ricky, about to get that level 15 talent for the extra damage. They're going to die. He will get it. Leave.
Now they have ages, so I'm like one more round of magic.
Yeah, or thinking about it. Might even just give up this life here.
I think you just
Spaces it. Okay. Well, as you said, that Aegis about to expire. Going for it. Fear comes out. Nice double goes. Do they have it? They do.
Radiant's top tower
that's not true because he wasn't able to turn around and get the grave
is
off.
under attack.
So they will be punished finally. They wouldn't have been too far. And now they're deciding they kind of want to fight. DJ's over here inside. Oh, he's looking for the perfect echo. God, they keep them together. You guys gotta be careful. DJ coming from the back. Nice baiting. Are they gonna go for it? DJ's thinking about it. It's too much.
Oh, he's TPing back.
He's just gonna TP away.
He wasn't about to kill anyone. It would have been a really cool I guess then. If Ricky was alive, then it would have been worth it.
Yes. Well, good defense there by Boom, as they were able to punish Ricky, finally going a bit too far, and showing the strength of the Shadow Fiend when you have somebody coming back from the Aegis. Without BKBs available, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's Zik.
And his own BKB being available, like we've seen like one Echo Slam so far this entire game, and DJ's had the Blink Dagger for a very, very long time. So not something that we typically see DJs being so conservative on the trigger finger, but he just hasn't been given good openings.
Well, it is 24 minutes into this game now, and Boom, after having held, they are in a, I think, much better position, to be honest, than they were like a couple of minutes ago, even when they're pushing high ground, because now you have double BKBs, hypothetically got an answer to this pressure and a way to fight them all.
And they only lost one. The Brax. So, and
Radiant's
mid is like the best lane to lose because it's the easiest to defend.
Radiant structures
Side
are
lanes, so
fortified.
not really big of a setback. They are quickly accelerating Dream of Cell.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
His
attack.
BKB is B10's like Shadow
Dire's
Fiend's
top
BKB
barracks is
is
under
down to
attack.
7 seconds, which is a bit of a change, but now that PA has completed hers, I think the trade-off importance of humanity.
I mean, to be honest, it's still not a great position to be in.
Yeah.
As we see the Sidra opening there. At the very least, there's some ways to try and fight it, as Dreamocell jumps in, can't get the kill onto Moon, and now they're leashed together over here to the side. They jump, can they do anything? Jabs controlled, going to go down. They managed to kill off that Grimstroke. They did cost them a lot, and now Hyde just completely alone. Measured off from the rest of the team. That is not where you want to be, mister.
PA BKB is down now, so she has to be very, very careful to let the fight. I think at this point, the only person the DJ cares about slamming is the Phantom Assassin.
Well, they bring back in Jabs, who did buyback to this fight. Burn him down, buyback coming from the Tusk, the slow and steady burn down.
The siege creep.
It's doing damage, and well, they forced out the glyph as well. They're just trying everything they can to hold on to it. Doing what they can. Up in Pango, okay, gonna be able to take down DJ. The stun strike is great for them. Makoto pops over, getting the fear on wanted to do. Trying to bring down GEEK, and they kill off Savage. He's still brave. Has a jump play, but the wall punch comes down. Will die. Fnatic again have gone too far, and look at that, ladies and gents. The melee barracks survives.
Oh, so close. They had to spend the glyph to save it, but I think that's worth it. As yet again, they stave off death. Only kill the Ricky as before the Pugman and the Dazzle do manage to get out on time. But poor DJ, he is never going to get an Echo Slam off this game. And unfortunately for Boom, it's not at a time where Roach is up as FBZ checks it. If it was an earlier spawn, they haven't even taken the mid tier 1 as CXS says.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, I think that's unlikely to happen again the same way FBZ's Blink Dagger reveal was way better than DJ's. Only a
Radiant's middle tower
possibility.
has fallen.
You're gonna need to play that much further back now as DJ, and you were already having trouble trying to find the right angle. The Echo Slam. So that was a big old swing again. You take a look at the net worth. Experience is suddenly 10,000 XP lead for Boom. How is that a thing? That's crazy.
Were there a lot of streaks or something? I think there were that many. Yeah, that's a huge experience advantage for a team that doesn't even have like Midases or anything like that.
Dude, Dota's so weird again. Crazy.
Yeah.
XP or gold lead rather, it's still a little bit heavily favored into Fnatic. Fnatic still have a pretty high win probability, but it's sinking back the other way. You can't afford to lose another fight like that if you're Fnatic.
I don't think you can afford to lose Roche either, because if Phantom is testing 2 lives, that means that she won't have the Moon first one.
Oh, you can't get caught right here.
No,
The shorts. Dude, that was so good. Boom. Now they need to be able to convert though. They had to be able to find a kill right there. I mean, there's still going to be a couple more openings. Those moments when they happen, you have to be able to connect. And I guess kind of a problem with their draft. They don't really have a read.
As long as they don't lose Roche, or hopefully this melee racks, but I think it's too difficult to push the melee racks off. Moon, he's got Day level 2, he's got Necrobots backing
Radiant's
him.
bottom tower is under
Trying to
attack.
stop those. Oh wow, actually,
Jabs.
looks like it's gonna kill Jabs.
Oh, it shows up. A ghost hunter keeping alive the Phoenix. This is the thing. Boom now have answers. They have a way to kill somebody with the PA, and they have defensive items on some of these supports.
Dude, this PA is like all alone here. There's
Yeah.
no one else on her team is here. She's hiding in this little nook, which I think that, yeah, that observer ward can't see her. But they see her kind of like walking around whenever she
Radiance are
switches
scanning.
positions. Radiant scan, she's out of the range.
They see her. DJ's right here. DJ's like, come on, guys, let's go. They're all together. Staying on top of that ward. Do they break? They'll look for that opening. Jump in. Oh, God. She's going to BKB off. Another round of bleach. She needs to pack out. She's going to do some good damage. The Supernova up on the high ground. 23 damage. Blocked in. The picture actually has to back away. He was in this, though, so they aren't able to find him. Snowballed up to the high ground.
Oh,
and
no.
now this is going to get pummeled down. But over to the side. Still trying to buy a little space for himself. Is 23 damage. And Makoto, the DD rune, ready to fight. But Haste is there as well. DJ lifts up the FB's Pango. They're still thinking about chasing this. Makoto walks in. One punch. Wreck with the souls. Bump fakes it. Backs out.
Yep, that's the DD rune. I think he was hoping to really get a fight off, but now it's going to time out. Now transition into the pit with PA's BKB down there for 15 seconds. So Shadowfiend needs to create a massive distraction for 10 seconds with his BKB.
God, they gotta make it happen. Yeah, like you said, you see 7 more seconds. This fight, it can go south so quickly if they're able to get the Pango ulti up. And Fnatic might not have known. They might have been able to finish off Roche in time, but they want to play it safe. Again, like you said, you can't afford to lose a fight right now if you're Fnatic. Jabs. What jabs? Okay, gets the soulbind off. This ends up working out kind of for them. Meanwhile, Braved, they back away with jabs. Looks like it wasn't actually a soulbind, it was just the Phantoms and Braves.
Yeah.
They have soulbind back up in 8 seconds. Makoto holding on to that BKB.
No, and
belonged.
And
Oh,
both gonna be dead.
FBZ. They also lost the jet. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Oh, that makes sick to my stomach.
Man,
Oh, that hurts.
That's rough. So much discipline was being shown by Boom, but they got a little bit panicky there at the end. Jabs, I guess, with the tactical mispositioning, because him showing up so far out of position, like, obviously, they should take heavily commit on that, but instant Grave comes out, a Decrep on top of that to make sure that this Grimstroke will not take any damage whatsoever. And then Pango's like, should we fight? And PA is like, sure, I'll BKB. Let's try to get a fight, but all Fnatic back out instantly. And at the point, once the PA BKB is down, you have no chance. And also 23 Savage completes his, he's had for 2 fights. So yeah, and FBZ kind of goes into these situations where he's assuming they won't take any physical damage, but there is.
Yeah, and you can understand, like, as soon as he went in there, he knew that he wasn't going to end up being I think that it was also that moment of wanting to save your core that comes about, where you're just like, I need to get in and help him out. And I don't think that up until that fight, 23 Savage had BKB. So, like, you know, a second ago, it would have been the right move. But him getting that BKB delivered and it becomes the wrong move.
23 Savage BKB is 8 seconds though, so I think he must have had it for
never mind
the initial Roche engagements. Because I too was just like, oh, well, that's the only reason why Pango would go in, is if he didn't know that Ricky could just right-click him. But it's a 8-second BKB, so FBZ maybe a little short-sighted there.
Well, we will see. It is still hovering around that same point where, you know, I think Fnatic, if they had lost that Roche, this game looks really, really bad for them. The fact that they didn't, I still think that they've kind of got to keep the pressure on, because PA is becoming scarier and scarier as this game goes on.
Yeah, she's got the Basher complete now, has a Titan Sliver as well, so even if Jabs ever finally does get his slam off, which I'm curious what the reasoning for the Yules is, because I feel like with how far back he has to stay in these team fights, I thought something like a Shadow Blade or a Force Staff would have been a little bit more useful for him. But he instead goes for the Yules. Yeah, I don't really know why, because it's not like he needs to dispel anything.
Radiant structures
There's
are
no one
fortified.
who like initiates that he could use out like an axe or something, because the Pango is initiating with Rolling Thunder, you can't use him, and BKBs are up on the Shadow Fiend and the Phantom Assassins, you can't use them, so I don't know, for the Phoenix, if the Phantom comes in, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we saw there earlier. I thought that he was going to use it to like dispel the DD haste, which obviously you don't know was going to happen, but it could be something good. But the Savage runs into Jingle Cell. They spot him out right at the start. Holding onto that BKB moment. Good discipline again. Leash there on 2. Gotta walk hand in hand together. 23 Savage still there with the DD. It's a lot of damage out. He managed to get his BKB off before it turns back around, barely able to live through it. 23 Savage is gonna lose the Aegis. Okay. Gotta make this happen perfectly. Timing this out. They blow him up. Oh, 6 stuff there. So he does go down, but it bought enough space for them to kill off that Ricky. That was what they need to do. Although they don't have BKB on Makoto, he has to be careful here. Really nicely done there by Boom.
Yeah, 23 Savage went in assuming that his Dazzle would have been hot on his heel, or the Pugna would have been hot on his heel, then they would be able to pour HP into him, but FBZ runs interference on the Pango, ends up giving his life for it, but it's absolutely worth it. As yet again, Jabs is just never, DK is just never able to find an opening on this Earthmaker.
I don't know when the last time he cast Echo was. It was on that snowball miss.
That was the last time.
Here we go. Right on time. Oh, come on. Well, I guess they're right behind him, yeah.
He is
fair.
a Satanic, so the status resistance, I think, makes it too unappealing.
The other thing there about the FBZ like going in, it also made it so there wasn't a target for Ricky to blink right out to.
Yeah, well,
You can tell he just didn't go in. Kind of wondering if he ends up going Ags on Ricky as another item. Like that extra range that you get on Tricks of the Trade with the Atom Scepter is nuts. 1,000 cast range.
Death's bounty.
no one's going in first. Him to, I don't know, hop into if that's.
Well, you can cast on the ground still in the 1,000 range.
Yeah, but people can still walk away from you though. I feel like
Right,
most of the appeal, range is really nice, but most of the appeal is that like your tricks get to follow people around because you're going to be another hero. but I don't know, like DJ is having such a hard time. They need this Earthshaker to be useful. I've never seen DJ be so, like, his only contribution has been fissures. That's literally it.
A lot of the lineup here makes it tough for him too, though. It's like you've got Requiem that comes out, you've got the Supernova that breaks his Blink Dagger, and Tusk is there for the saves if he needs to. So it's like it kind of is that chicken and the egg problem. That pun with the Supernova in this game. Yeah, Makoto's having a really good game for him. As you mentioned, having the Satanic already done along with that Dragon Lance. He's straight up right click. Actually has a Nullifier coming up next.
Well, I guess for defensive depress it would be good. There's only one Force Staff on Moon, and then there's the Shaker Yules as well. Aside from that, I didn't feel like there's that much use of this spell. He may just want to get a lot of a high damage item, but doesn't really want to go for a Rapier, so that may also be good.
Bottom lane, they're gonna start pressuring this one out again. All of Fnatic is here. I will say Boom push a lot faster, but I don't know if they're gonna want to be giving up the last of their tier 3 towers for just one lane of Rax possibly.
They have glyphs still, so they can kind of stall this out for quite a while if they want to try to go for a flank attempt. As Dreamcell does pick up a haste turn. Wow, that's super value. Yeah, he may just run through this shop or secret shop area. But
right. Well, going.
He's vision. He didn't want to walk up the stairs if he doesn't know where it is.
I say Sice there is pulling the creep waves from mid over to the other side.
Did he just use the out? I think he's like sent his prayer on a suicide mission. Let's see where Fnatic were.
Radiant
Press. Dig on after. Kodo gonna need to heal back up. They're keeping them all inside base now. Almost at level 20 for Rick. He takes the Blink Strike cast range, so jump in from real far away now. Wants to. Fissure, not gonna connect there. So it's playing a little bit of cat and mouse back and forth here as they kill off those other waves. Top is still pushing in, but that should be pressured out again with the next creep wave spawning.
Ricky completes his nullifier with is just value just because of how Ricky works the trade, being able to constantly slow.
Oh, low. Shield crash is dispellable. That's one thing that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's true.
At least on the Ricky side of things.
Not that
yeah.
Ricky has not been having trouble with the Pango. That's the one Fnatic is okay with dealing with the Pango.
Where are we at now? I mean, this is still feeling like it's that next round approach. 18 seconds till it's capable of respawning.
They saw died to nothing.
Jumped in a pistol blade right at the start. They blow DJ again. No way for him to take that fight. FPC running through. Oh, this is a good ulti from him. BKB comes out with 23 seconds. Can they take any of them down? The Soulbind on the two of them. Moon trying to take away some life. Ace gonna go for a brave TP out and jump in. Echo is in a weapon though, and DJ just gonna get dismantled. Just barely enough. He fought back for that one, and now Ice is likely to go down. Just hoping to find an angle. Can they bring him down? Good kick away, actually. Ice is able to live. Bad Juju stacking up. They were able to hold out.
I thought the rest of his team wanted to fight.
Oh, poor guy. He just gets blown up.
Roche is respawning in 3 seconds, but Shaker is down, and I think Shaker being down is way more important than Tusk being down. Hooks are available in 10 seconds. I wonder if Ice is going to send one of them into the Roche pit. Because this Roche is definitely critical. Like, the second Roche was pretty critical if Boom were able to get it, because that could have probably took the game off of it. But this one is massively critical for both teams, because they can both kind of have a game with it.
Yeah, it's again, you know, thinking back how we got here, it's that push off the first Roche up top lane where, you know, 23 Savage ended up getting caught out and killed up on the high ground since they weren't able to get in after the fear. Ended up becoming largely responsible for the situation we find ourselves in now. They throw out the jump, Roche is going down. It's not going to be here in time. Oh, Tiger Driven! He snatches the Aegis on Triple Cell. So they do manage to jump out afterwards. G's still on the ground. All right, who got what? So they got the last hit from Roche by Fnatic.
They got everything other than the last hit from Dire. Refresh Shard is in PA's backpack. Cheese is in PA's backpack. Aegis is picked up by PA. I don't know if 23 Savage filled up or dropped stuff in his inventory. There's something on the ground. There's a Wraith Band on the ground. So he may have... He would have dropped it outside of the pit. So yeah, he jumped in, but I don't know if he put anything in his backpack. Regardless, at least he gets out, and getting the blast hit is pretty nice, but
This should
now
make
you
my
have to
life
deal with
easier.
a very, very stacked Phantom Assassin with an Aegis and Ninja Gear. Freaking Ninja Gear and Blur, oh god.
Can you put your items into opponents' inventories? I
No,
forget.
you cannot.
Okay. That's what I was wondering if that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Pretty sweet.
huge win, and now for the first time in, I mean, since what is this? The 15-minute mark, favoring Boom, the win probability. You can't overstate how much these Aegises matter, and losing a life, still this melee barracks up top is holding.
Oh man, freaking witless Shaco Pugna. 3.2k HP.
So like, I mean, again, think about like that push down bottom, right? Where there were so many people that were just sitting down here that entire time, and top was pushing out way over here on the other side of the map. Like that, if this was, you know, this melee barracks down, like this whole wave would have been pushing in too, and they would have had to defend like on the whole left side of the map as well as down here.
Yeah. And they don't have like particularly mobile heroes that can alternate between top lane and bot lane that quickly. And they don't have any heroes that have BOTs, so it would have definitely been putting an immense amount of pressure.
What are the items that we got now? Anything really stick out to you as like super nice?
Yeah, so the Ninja Gear was originally on Phantom Assassin, and actually split it out for a leveler. But the Ninja Gear is pretty nice on Tusk also, and they really have the Witness Shot on Pugna. I like that idea. I don't really know why he has the Ninja Gear right now. He may just be using it. Where is
Wait. The reason, just wait.
Where is the Witless Stocko? I don't see it anymore.
They were holding off on it. It's in
Stash. Well, usually what I see with Ninja Gear is like you'll activate it and then swap it out with your other neutral item. But instead he teleports it back to the stash, and I don't really think anyone else can make use of the Shaco. DJ's holding onto the Havoc Hammer. That I don't think that's useful for him. He should get the Shaco. Or yeah, okay, so what all items are available? They have the Ninja Gear, the Prince's Knife, the Havoc Hammer, and the Shaco. Hammer is so nah. And so many
It got
heroes.
better, didn't it?
It got better.
Better.
Yeah, the pushback's a little bit more.
3 seconds.
The slow effects attack, that's not that great either.
I wanted to mention that the Pugna Moon right now has an Aeon disc done in his inventory, and he's gonna or rather take off the lock when
Right.
I guess somebody jumps on him. Well, that might be why he's not holding it right now, because he doesn't actually have enough space. Could be the only thing that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I guess, but you can give the bottle to someone else, because at this point you're just holding onto the bottle in case you find a DD rune, and then you give it to the Ricky to hold, but this is not so much. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And then on Dire, the neutral items, we got a Leveler on the Phantom Assassin, and Ninja Gear on the Tusk. I thought they have a Timeless Relic in their store right now. No one can really use that. Yeah. Man, this is a rare game that Timeless Relic is actually not that high priority.
Yeah, it's weird. Normally you see that item like arguing over it.
Yeah, the supports love that item, but Phoenix doesn't really take advantage of it, Tusk doesn't really take advantage of it.
Probably FBZ would be the best, right? Like, how long does the stun duration?
The Pango stun would be nice. The only problem is that you can't bounce back and forth, because like you can only get the bounce back once the first stun wears off, and so
Oh.
yeah. So if you oh wait, no, never mind. Thinking of something else.
I also wanted to mention real quickly the Aghanim Scepter for PA and now queuing up the Rapier afterward. A pretty cool one.
Oh wait, no, I was right. Enemies can be stunned multiple times per use, but not be affected a subsequent time until the previous stun duration ends. So Timeless Relic kind of works against you.
Photo. Up high ground, Moon also. They are immediately just running across the map ready to find people, but Fnatic back out. Fine.
They don't find the Sages.
Like, Arcane Rune picked up for Ricky. Like he's going to try and get whatever farm he can across the map. Yeah, this is really good for Boom right now, I'd say. The problem is they still have so many objectives they need to take across the map, right? Like, gotta take down these outer tier 2 towers and then start trying to see high ground, and that's not really the easiest against Fnatic either.
But with level PA, she can crunch through towers very, very quickly. So if they win a fight ever on the Fnatic side of the map, I imagine that we should be able to very, very quickly take objectives.
Abs here, ready to go through the next wave that comes through, most likely. Down there, bottom. Still holding on to this for Moon. Spot out the Dream of Souls there. Is like, I don't want any of that mess, and backs out afterwards. He on going for the Aghanim Scepter afterwards. Currently has 2,400.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Dark Portrait, Phantom Assassin will hurt like hell.
Very cool. Yeah, I want to see the PA Rapier with the Aghanims. The Aghanims is so freaking fun. It's like one of my favorite builds to go in, whether Turbo or Overthrow or anything that's people won't get too angry at me when I buy a Rapier, basically. But for anybody that out there still doesn't know what this is, lowers down the cooldown on Blur, makes it instant cast, and spells. On top of that, you refresh all of your abilities whenever you get a kill. So you can just like blink kill, and do it like over and over and over again.
Real ninja shit.
Amazing. Who has the refresher shard?
It's on SF.
Getting ready to ulti for no reason. Dick. Bottom.
Dire have vision. Yeah, right now actually Dire has all the vision in the world. Radiant can't see any. This random ward down quad, which could come in handy. You never know it might come in handy if you see someone push out a lane. But aside from that, they're pretty blind, and they're still.
You know the thing that's interesting about this?
No, never mind. Aegis is blind.
Yeah. I wonder if the Aegis had been on like Shadowfiend, if they would have gone and tried to push it higher with Harvest or whatever. Because it's like, maybe not. Maybe. So trying to take down the Pugna Ward, they realize that that is there. And
know that she has immediate.
Radiant's middle tower has
I'm
fallen.
surprised that Boom aren't being a little bit more baity with Mikoto.
Yeah. It's a close one. 46 minutes in. This is feeling like it could maybe go. I mean, the game could be over in like 2 seconds, but it could also go another like 25-30 minutes very easily.
Very true.
This should make my life
Especially
easier.
because what's the buyback situation like? Oh, he does not have buyback right now. He's actually a very long way away from it. I think he's probably just going to complete the butterfly rather than save the buyback.
DJ, Shadowblade walking in. Makoto, is it your time finally? Oh, they find over on the other side. Hide though, and he is going to die. So they manage to get him off. Himself jumps in, and he immediately is going to get grave, trying to back out. Boom, seeing if he can live through this one. End up getting the takeoff, so he didn't get his A on this. Supernova up on the high ground. DJ trying. Okay, this fight has gone terribly for Fnatic as they lose both the Ursh and might end up losing more if they're not careful. Blink away, KB, strike.
That's a shot. I mean, he buys.
Oh, trying to hide away. He spots him there, but won't be able to break the TP.
Yeah,
They get out.
Still 3 more seconds on cooldown. He gets out. Pugna has black available, and what now? He finishes the Aeon Disc in the base? What?
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, it was one of those things where like maybe he was trying to do it. I'd be curious to go back and watch his player perspective happen at that point.
Because
the other thing
it was the Vit booster was locked, and that was it.
Right. What what could have happened is like maybe he got brought down before he could activate it, and then he was like, "There's no point doing this right now because I'm gonna die anyways."
But
Like there's a nullifier on me or
he's had
something,
the
right?
cheese, though.
That could have been it.
Hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
that's a good point.
instant Aeon disc into cheese into life drain, you should be pretty great. Oh, they're going.
They didn't know the Dreamo Cell was there, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Dreamo Cell pops the missile, he turns the fight. They get the grave out on Jack in again. So fine onto 2. Can they bring him down? Ricky maybe a little bit of trouble. I see that blink straight away is into the runway. Makoto throws out the Requiem of Souls. Everybody feared, trying to run away. Dreamo Cell jumping from DJ. This dude's crazy as hell. They do have vision with that gem. A ward up on the high ground. Another great grave. 23 Savage in some trouble. Has a blink strike again in 1 second. Barely able to get that one off. Now the dig round onto this PA, trying to kill her off for fresh start. Coming to Makoto. And that's another jump out. And to live through this one, but they kill off that Ricky. Dark Force, how much damage can it really do? I don't know if it's going to be enough. They kill off DJ here in just a second. Easy gets the blink away. And with that, boom, take another fight. They lose the Ricky, no buyback.
23 Savage was pushing the limits more than what was necessary. Like he got graved, and the Phantom Assassin was like a HP, but she is you're not gonna kill her as a Ricky at this point. She has a ton of armor. She is surrounded by her teammates. She didn't have her BKB granted, but still, she's massive right now. So it was wildly unnecessary for 23 Savage to go back in after the grave came out, and he doesn't have buyback.
Dude, the graph at one point during this game, the odds were 11 to 1 for Boom, and now Boom are favored. Yeah, you look at this, the swings are super real. Okay, another Dark Fortune. They're just gonna hold on to that. Turn on to Makoto. He's dropping down super low. Oh, but the same Santana comes out with BKB and he's gonna be fine. Ricky back up 20 seconds. Buyback status for the rest of these heroes. Still 300 gold away for that Ricky, even once he is back up and online. Dagon to push back Dreamo Cell, try and stop this pressure that's coming in, but it is going to be the first melee barracks claimed by Boom.
I don't know if they Jap keep smoking Shadowfiend portraits, because presence is not worth it, and everything else, like the Phantom Assassin, I'm pretty sure just objectively is a higher damage dealing illusion and a more survivable illusion because it'll have blow built in.
To high ground, they see the Necro books. He's so excited. He jumps in with the blink dagger. You're fucking crazy, dude. What are you doing? Oh my god. They blink one afterwards and are gonna be able to get the back out. That was insane.
Dude, for a second I was like, was that a flicker? Did he not mean to flicker up to the high ground like that?
Dude, my heart is like, it's pounding so hard. And I say Sice is trying to kill me right now. Oh, man.
He clearly is confiscating initiating duties away from DJ because DJ refuses to do it.
Also, we saw it last time. There's a big difference in experience right now. Going out of that thought. It looks like they're going to be able to get the double Dagon. Good fissure out on the boat. They get the super quick. Pull off that Phoenix, but on the other side of the fight, Jabs trying to get away from there, but he is eventually, well, right train. Okay, Jabs living. I don't know if it's going to be long enough. The other side of this fight, DJ trying to control Dreamo Cell and see if they can get out with the rest of them. They bought back on the Pango.
Oh god.
As 20 Savage able
alone.
to make his escape.
Dire's middle
They don't have the gem.
Do they find him?
He
He have the jump. Big strike away another time. Snowball is facing him. Tricks of the trick. He's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble as they find their man. And Blink Strike, not gonna happen. The fact that the Phoenix was able to get off the freaking end there was insane.
Yeah. It was too close to comfort. And yet again, 23 Savage gets deeply separated from his team, and all of these defensive capabilities that we're seeing are being used on heroes that don't really need it. Like, they keep this Grimstroke alive for an eternity, which is great, but it's a Grimstroke. Already used all of his spells. He walked up, Soulbind, double Dark Portrait, and they were able to also get the double Scythe into double Dagon, but they can't burst anyone, and so Moon's falling off pretty hard, and DJ yet again, like, dude, I've not seen a number on Echo Slam in like so long.
Yeah, it has
Radiant
for
are
him.
scanning.
My god, I say
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Great afterwards.
on the push this time. I think either the SF or the Pango are fine. The only reason I'm not that enthusiastic on the Pango is because the disarm is really useful only against the Ricky. No one else needs to get disarmed, and he doesn't have like any proc items like Maelstrom or Mjolnir.
Oh my god, they see DJ. Dude, he was trying to hump, and he's just gonna try and keep you away now, but the pencil blade comes out. He gets punished. Over here to the side, they kill Jabs as well. Dreamocell finds him. They have buyback on both of these heroes at least, but this game is completely taken over by Boom now.
Yeah, this is
who is it that gets the eggs? It's Hides. They got the wall pick. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. Not an option I was considering. It was an option I'm happy to see. And Pango did.
Where are they going?
Taking the relic. The Missile Blade is going to last for a very, very long time whenever he jumps on someone.
Ah, yes. Oh my god. Quick jump away there. Again, trying to like chase after Dreamocell. Winter Savage uses all of his abilities right now, so he doesn't have 2-round Blink Strike anymore.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Neither of these cores took the Aegis. It's on the Pango, so be kind of careful.
Dagon comes out, Hex is there on the Shadow Fiend. Do they have any extra lockdown? Nullify, lots of damage out on this man. Leash trying to take it down. Can they do it in time? Got the Soulbind. Requiem comes out. Gonna get earned. Well, they're thinking about chasing this one. Yeah, you can see Boom playing this safe. Like, they know that they have this game if they can just hold out and play it safe now.
What? Don't know if Mikoto wouldn't take the Aegis. There's no way that Dragonlance is more useful than an Aegis.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know, man. It's a little crazy. Late game decision making.
He had blow that BKB on the Soulbind, and dire scan. Oh my god, they all know. Oh, they smoke.
Double smoke.
Double smoke.
What are they gonna find?
No one has a
stroke of fate. FBZ spots him. He jumps in right at the start. Sleeping Savage trying to kill him off. There's silence for the moment. Soulbind onto both of them. Winter Savage dropping them super low. Oh my god, look at the damage out there. Makoto goes down. They kill him. Do they have any extra follow-up now afterwards? The rest of Boom have to be so careful right now. That's Aegis down. Dreamocell trying to back away. Who are they going to focus? DJ, he's looking for his moment. He's looking for his opening. Fissures not really going to be there, and Hyde gets out. Hyde, he just outplayed DJ so hard. Holy crap.
That was a
bottom lane. Look at this.
Bottom tower is under attack.
This should make my life easier.
Dude, they're gonna lose the secondary tower off of this one.
Yeah.
Fight recap. Craziness. That's all you need to know.
A lot of things were used, possibly even more than one time. And did it not factor in Grimstroke's like illusion as him or something like that? Because that Dark Portrait destroyed the Shadow Fiend. That was the worst case scenario Dark Portrait also, because it was a Soulbind on the PA and the SF, which means he got the 2 highest priority Dark Portraits, and Mikoto just proceeded to kill himself pretty much.
Does it pierce BKB? It doesn't. So, I mean, that's the problem though, is that if you're forcing out that BKB that early, I don't know, a little bit dubious. We should all talk about this earlier, but the level disparity is pretty significant right now because they didn't get that last round of outposts. As Fnatic are finally going to look to try and claim what they were coming for earlier, which is this last melee favorite up here on the top lane. FBZ moving in. They still have a catapult there leading away. The repair kit comes out. Repair kit very, very strong. Very hard to stop.
The last charge, the first charge. Actually, yeah, the first charge was used on the second time that they
Walrus kicked Moon. He wanted to kick him inside the base. Oh, he misplayed. A little unfortunate there for him.
He does not have buyback.
And he had the gem.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Urkit's timing out. Liz is down.
Well, that's a tough one. You go for it all and sometimes you miss. It happens to the best of us. Okay. Abyssal Blade afterwards. Stun up. Dreamocell trying to take down one. Isn't gonna be enough. Ice cheese. Living match. Great. He gets the pistol. They try to take it down a second round. Great. Then I looked at that girl slam. Jay set him up for it. It all happened in the end. His 4 time, and that was a beautiful one. As they will take down the melee.
I've been waiting 15 minutes to see that.
You should
Oh
have known.
god, that was huge. Look at the swing!
There's a gigantic wave down bot though, but I guess this is game-winning time. Dream's still alive, and SF has buyback, and all things considered, SF is still very, very strong, even though he doesn't have all of his souls.
They've got to be so careful. They don't have enough gold right now on Dream Cell to try and go for a boots of travel play. There's a Hex gonna land. First is nice. Stun is there. No echo afterwards. They're trying to take down this tier 3 tower, but as you said, they're losing not only Rax back in home, but also they're losing this force. Like if you had boots of travel right now, you could possibly be making a play on Boom.
I think we'll push this. Backup Friction's gonna stay down though, so they don't need to leave anytime soon.
Savage, continuing to hit it. Dagon comes out on the back lines. Still trying to get, but there's going to be the grip again. You got to take down Dazzle. He's too tough to kill off otherwise. The Requiem comes out. Savage going to be controlled from his BKB. Tricks of the Trade comes up. Double Hex. Where's the follow-up? Do they have anything else left in the tank? Look out by one. Tusk is done, and no buyback. That Dark Portrait made it happen. With that, it is going to be Mega going the way of Fnatic. Still no Tusk or Pengo.
And they're hanging around here still also. And Huggy is level 25, so with another less damage, they can very quickly go through these towers if Ricky's going to run interference in.
Yeah, so hard right here for Boom to stop. They've got to get in there and make it happen though. And the buyback comes from that Angolier. He does have his ultimate back up again, trying to initiate. They find him for the moment. He's backing away behind the secondary Abyssal Blade onto the ring, but another Grave comes out. He's trying to get away. Abyssal Blade again with the supernova going. He gets jumped up, but will eventually die. They manage to bring him down. Another round of Soul Mine. They take down Ice as well. So 2 big kills there. Level 7 barely living. They're behind it. Oh, and end this right now. They get him. The Dagon comes out. All are portrait. With this, Fnatic should be able to take this game, but they can all get back in time. Makoto turns, hits there on the Moon. Nullifier comes out as well. They're just hoping to hold on if at all possible. They got the Hex is there. Makoto, he's in more trouble. Trying to control it. The jump in coming from the T. They're gonna try and kick him in the fountain, maybe, if they can. See if they can take him down. Another DJ Echo Slam lands. Isn't enough damage. It looks like it might be 23 Savage gets the Flame Strike away. Shadow Bladed again. DJ's got the control. He aims it all the way down. They don't have an answer for the car. They're gonna be this game. As we have another one of these absolute classics on our hand, Fnatic take victory.
What a slow burn from DJ Earthshake.
How much did you pay her? Shorty, so it's like, I didn't really have many options there. How big of a donation to show Bella? If you give me $75 million right now, I will split it with Bella and she will show herself. Right, Bella? 75 mil? 75 mil. Take it or leave it. Say bet. Sorry for calling you rude, no problem. Last player standing. Guys, I'm bored while waiting for a food. You know, just check if your like parents made any cooking. If they didn't, try to cook you something yourself. If not, order some food, eat something. After that, jack off again, then go to sleep, bro. And keep my stream on the whole entire time and pray you get a drop. I got you. Yeah, Bella watched Death Note. She rewatched it 8 times. She loves that shit. We gotta rewatch it, no cap.
The bag in
30
flames.
seconds to battle.
I sense distortions in the void.
Is she a light fan or an L fan? Light or L? She said L, obviously. Does Bella play any games?
The battle begins.
How does that make any sense?
That was perfect.
Or I'm leaving. Like, okay, number one, it just makes no sense. I just, dude, I was like, I've been saying for a minute that I wanted to shave my beard. And she was like, I've never seen what you look like with that beard. Shave it. It'll grow back in like 6 days anyway. Might as well just check it out and see how it feels.
Denied. First blood. Your place is here.
You hurt the ones you love. Dire's courier has been killed.
If you sent my girl a picture of his dick, that'd be pretty weird. First, I'd ask her to see it. And it's not even gay. Like, that's just curiosity. That's straight up not gay.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
cannot escape that which is all around you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Without consequence. Every
Radiant
twist.
Shaved in searing heat. Teacher is best. I push the future ever further towards my own end. Your answer is useless.
Fit for a queen.
Behold my searing chains. You have been denied.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The choice is made.
Wind blows.
Your form returns from whence it came. Fear not the journey ahead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Double damage. You hurt the ones you love.
You have been denied.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Fanatics turn to ban.
And in the, there's the comeback mechanics that
and
exist.
the world itself, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe one's a reflection of the other. Clearly, the world fell apart when the patch came out. And that's why. So we got to come and fix that. Then all will be right with the world again.
7.25C will be the cure, I suppose. But right now, I'm enjoying this patch thoroughly. The heroes that are popular, despite it initially seeming like it might be the most comeback-heavy patch, Fnatic are not willing to relinquish that lead that they had, despite the odds going all over the place. Man, I can't imagine how wild the bets were for that. Tell me, Lyrical, have the odds shifted one way or the other as we enter into Game 2?
Funny you should ask. I was literally just about to do that. No, they're about exactly where they were before.
Okay.
So, Loot.bet, the official base sponsor of BTS Pro Series, they're like, yep, that's how we saw that going.
All according to plan.
Yeah, and so we're gonna hop now into the draft because there is one right in front of us. So let's right now adjust this slightly.
Fanatics turn to pick.
Fnatic Dire again. Or no, Fnatic Dire this time instead. They chose first pick, and it was Boom who decided to take Radiant. Why there's this.
So they pick up a Void Spirit immediately. I keep praising Fnatic for having a lot of flex in their first phase, but between what we saw last game and now this game, I don't really see that being the case, as they almost always run Void Spirit on Moon. So that was pretty telegraphed this game, and then last game, every single time they pick Dazzle, they always give it to Ice. So surprisingly, Boom, the ones who may be able to have a little bit more flexibility, as we saw them run things a little bit creatively with their Tusk, Pango, Phoenix. All three of those, well, yeah, those heroes are pretty easily rotatable into various roles, but Game 2 with an Ember Spirit and a Shadow Demon.
So this has been, I think, a matchup that we've.
Yeah.
And to me, at least, it's felt like it's a little bit like skill, more so on the Void Spirit side of things. There's cool things you can do with Ember, but like remnants to farm up, range creeps, baiting some bad position. It doesn't feel like it's super one-sided one way. If that's going to be the matchup mid. Void Spirit 3, hop on that one. What else? Be a lot of different things.
Maybe somewhat of a denial pick also, as we had seen DJ run a fair amount of Ember Spirit himself as a 4 position and bringing it to quite a bit of success, so a high priority hero right now for her, which I think he is the most picked hero in the tournament so far, including the Americas. Ember Spirit is the most picked hero, and he has like a reasonably high win rate also, so both regions. He has 28 matches and a 57% win rate. And almost always he's picked in like the first or second phase also.
I mean, the thing about it is like, I think it's so hard to replicate that long range, low cost initiation. It's like being able to get the slight chain. Just means that his hero, it provides so much. Like, you'd have to change a lot about it for it to not be mainly be outside of Ember Spirit himself. It would have to be like what is Dota.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Overall, it's Ember Spirit's just not meta when there are some really strong mid lane matchups against him, or when there's a lot of strong crowd control heroes that are popular. And neither of those are really the case right now. Like Lion's like completely forgotten. Death Prophet, I suppose, is like one of the bigger concerns for him just because of the silence. But that like there's not that much crowd control that's popular against Ember Spirit right now, and there are also not very many mid lane matchups that are popular. I can definitely see that he's so incredibly popular, but I would not be surprised to see him nerfed.
That's why we saw that Death Prophet banned out first overall by Boom as well, and that gives Rain to take Ember. I remember that a Drake game, the Atos.
Yeah, exactly.
That like he just kept dying. It was like 10, 11 deaths on the Ember Spirit mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Play that hero to that same being one. They're good answer. I wouldn't actually mind seeing Fnatic take that, but having already picked the Earthshaker seems. Never mind. See you later.
Yeah, for some reason Oracle's not very popular, because Oracle used to be another choice against Ember Spirit, just to instantly purge off his Flame Guard. Obviously not necessarily relevant in the mid lane, but relevant whenever the mid to late game comes. Yeah, Oracle just seemingly Dazzle is the go-to healer right now in this meta, at least in this region.
Yeah, we did see some Chen the other day. Hasn't been like
Radiant team pick.
Chen too.
Yeah.
Couple of IOs here and there.
Turn to pick.
Fanatics could still run if they wanted to put that onto jabs, but kind of strange maybe. Rubik taken now for Boom. Okay.
It seems like both the second phase bans were just in responses to each other. Fnatic banned out Phantom Lancer because it's like, yeah, what if we picked Wraith King? And it's like, oh, they banned out Phantom Lancer, but probably banned out Wraith King then.
10
Kind of
seconds
decent read on it.
remaining.
I think also Wraith King and here
5
carries it
seconds
now
for sure.
remaining.
It's out as bad times as well.
We saw a fair amount of Terrorblade that seemed matchup dependent, as we saw him picked up against T-Mage. Good hero, but not a Snap pick. Just speaking of Snap, where's Snap Fire been?
Oh, people feel like they figured it out a little bit.
Did
Her
they figure
ulti is
her out,
not
or they
as
figure
like
Mushi out?
that's a chance, but I mean, also her ultimate is not just like instant death anymore. Can't believe how insane
Radiant team pick.
that it came out.
Okay. Could be Ice.
Why eat?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a... I think whenever you think you can get away with it, I think you go for it. And Rubik is one of those supports that you can kind of get away with it. He's just not a very intimidating lane support against an
10
ET.
seconds
He can get
remaining.
abused very
Turn to
easily because he's low move speed. I think if you think you can bully someone in the lane, then you go for it. But they don't see the lane matchup yet. So, I don't know. Well, maybe they want to go for... Maybe... Oh, I know what it is. It's because DJ is having trouble landing Echo Slams. So,
Okay, there you go.
if you can just put people to sleep first, easy.
10 seconds remaining.
So the other thing that you now have is two melee strength heroes against the Timbersaw. Fnatic. The thing about this that's kind of cool though is they've already got like the magic damage amp, as they're also covering the morph pick by it now, and now you've got like magic damage, amp damage coming from each into a Timbersaw, like all magic damage on the Fnatic side. Kind of need to get some other damage somewhere. Maybe Moon's gonna play a Void Spirit that goes like the Deso build. Right now it's a very magic
10
damage.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Yeah, but
remaining.
I mean, is that a bad thing to be heavily magic focused? Aside from your push, which will be slowed if you're all kind of all in on that. Which generally I think Moon, whenever he plays the mid Void Spirit, he always goes for the Deso build. I don't think I've seen him rush Aghanims a single time, and he definitely doesn't go Spirit, so yeah, I would not be surprised if he gets the Deso, but I don't really think they necessarily need to worry themselves too much about physical damage. I think this Morphling kind of gets things covered. Honestly, it's starting to come to the point that I consider Morphling to be like just an outright counter to Ember Spirit, because we saw yesterday, which Morphling was it? That was it
Fanatics
I think
turn to ban.
Raven?
Natsumi?
It may have been Natsumi. Miracle. I think it was Miracle, actually. Yeah, and so he was not really that useful as a hero as a Morphling, but then every single time he turned into the Ember Spirit, he just slight chained the Ember Spirit, and he turned on his own Flame Guard, went back into Morphling mode, and the Ember Spirit was just paralyzed every single team fight. And so, big fan of the Morphling pick. This Ember Spirit will have to be very, very careful because there is a lot of chain disable. So if he gets slight chained by the Morphling, then very easy to get Astral, Remnanted, Fissured, Slept. And we'll see what Fnatic choose as probably their 5 position, I would imagine. Either that or they're going to pick an Ice hero. Which right now, Boom are picking a very flexible, banning a very flexible hero, the Puck. They don't know what the safe lane matchup is.
10 seconds
Dazzle's
remaining.
banned out. I think you just go for
5
like
seconds
an
remaining.
easy.
Radiant
Not very
team
much.
pick.
Okay.
Go for a 5.
I mean, that could also be an Ice hero, to be honest. Ice does like that one.
Yeah, it may depend on who they see as this one position.
now select
Lycan.
your
Oh,
heroes.
you make ET be the core for sure then.
Think so?
Yeah, dude, this guy's gonna get so much damage off of all these Lycan units.
Okay. Let's hop into game real quickly, because stop looking at my face. And we want to look at this thing instead, and I can
Don't
all of
be
the
self-conscious, Gabe. You look beautiful. I'm looking back on it. You may just need some white balancing, maybe, but that's it.
it's mainly just do all this production or stuff. And
I'm
start
pulling the
picking
curtain
my nose
back
or whatever.
behind it.
Exactly.
Fnatic are not
yeah,
choosing.
interesting.
They're holding off on the picks.
Thinking.
I saw.
They know that it's a DJ
it is
or
Ice
Shaker,
Ice
that's all.
Ice on the Snapfire. Good call. Wow, that's very strange.
I'm curious.
Maybe they think that Jabs will be more useful against Timbersaw in lane as an Elder Titan than as a Snapfire, which is true. I don't think Snapfire can really bully Timbersaw that much. Can't discourage creep cutting that much, whereas Elder Titan is a little bit more effective at that just because of the natural order being able to gather up creep damage. I think that's the only justification, because otherwise, if you're against a Lycan, then this Ice can like legit bully. He can just like walk up to Timbersaw and stuff in a team fight if he gets the Dominator creep, the Necro creep, the Lycan Wolves, and all that stuff, all that on the Astral Spirit. That could make a big difference.
Well, I'm also thinking though about like the level 1 norm. That's when you want to try and punish a Timbersaw, right? Jabs is gonna have to come out with something because he's not gonna have anything but the creep wave to throw the Astral Spirit onto, which is a little bit annoying, I would say, for him. So we'll see if they can actually get any type of pushback onto this Timbersaw early, or if they're just gonna have to give up the first wave or so.
I wonder if DJ may like block one of the safe lane waves as the Shaker, just to establish that first wave control.
Could be. Well, got some laughing to start this
nice.
game off as we hop into game number 2.
Always happy to
Here they
see
go.
a level 25 Morphling, because that means you get to hear everyone's level 25 lines.
I mean, he was the original, right? Back
He was
when
the
he was
original, yeah.
with the well, maybe we shouldn't say original. He was the original with the morph shaker.
I think he was one of the very first
classic.
25s also, because that was like during TI calls that everyone was like, whoa, you can say that on everyone?
Right. Yeah, because Morphling was like not being picked at all.
Yeah.
And it was.
Like,
so yeah, Earth,
I don't even know
Shaker, Morph.
what is Lycan's 25 line even? Sorry, I may be focusing on it. I was very excited every single time it happens.
It's fine. Just to tell me what it is. I want to know.
I'll look it up. Give me the excuse to do so, and I'll oblige.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that, so this right here, you've got like Earthshaker Morph, which is such a strong timing. We've all seen how insane it can be. But it feels like that's part of the strength of this like ET pick, right? Is that you kind of just are going to be able to hold the waves that much better, hold your high ground that much better. Good.
I couldn't find it. I don't know how to look it up. But
what do you mean you don't know how to look it up? Are you kidding me?
Begins.
Go to Heroes, and then go to Dota Plus. There's the About thing, and then next Rewards is.
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't have Dota Plus.
What? How Unbelievable.
I don't
All right,
spam heroes, so like I never make my way to get hero lines, and I don't do Battle Cup anymore either. And so between those two things, Autoplay is just not worth it for me these days.
Tired.
I'm sorry. And I don't need the camp stacking advice, because I'm good at the game. I don't need it making it autopilot for me with the ward advice, all that stuff. No, man, it's all up here in the brain.
See, let's play a game later.
Let's do it.
Oh. He already gonna put a little bit of hurt there on 23 Savage.
Shabs is slapping this Rubik's ass.
Making it happen, man. The punches.
Punches. You got boots.
Are they gonna block this off though?
Straight out the
Doesn't look like they're blocking either camp.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Very strange. I'm surprised that Hyde just didn't walk over and body block it. He has boots on the Rubik also.
I guess that with the creep wave there, he didn't want to just leave it open for a lot of denies, but this does mean that you hypothetically can get a couple of stacks off on these camps. We'll see if Jabs is going to be able to make that happen. Down bottom though, Dreamcell and Kezcute facing off against Ice 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 and DJ. I saw Ice 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 practicing a couple of different builds when Snapfire first came out. One was where he maxed Little Shredder. He was the only person that I saw do that, and it's like actually one of the highest damage ratios if you look at how it scales, but it's only for single target, and it means you can't farm as well. So probably just going to be seeing the 440 build.
It got nerfed also quite a bit from what I recall, from its first incarnation whenever Snapfire was released, because yeah, it was a very, very effective laning tool, but now not so much. I'm more interested in what his item build is going to be, because he's been like getting mech on all of his offlaners, and I am surprised that he considers mech that high priority. We'll see if he goes for it again on the Snapfire, but tankability in general seems to be the priority on core Snapfire from what I recall. We'll see if that remains to be the case.
Already starting it off nice with as well as the magic stick. DJ holding on to one himself as well. Kezcute and come and contest this like slight pull that's going on. Oh, DJ, he
Radiant's
can't let that happen. He can't let that happen. Too easy. Yeah, you mentioned it. Jabs doing a good job already here of getting some nice little extra bonus damage with the Astral Spirit. This is cleared through already. He isn't going to be able to get another pull off. Needs to wait and stack that one up.
Wait, is he going to block it? Or not? He's blocking his own hard camp, really?
Yeah. I guess he doesn't want them to get the side pull off, since the wave's going to be pushing wise with the double range creep.
But like all the trees are gone, so I feel like you should be able to pretty easily intercept a side pull. Maybe it's because Timbersaw can get free reactive armor stacks in between waves. That may be part of it. That's crazy. You never see an Elder Titan depressed about having a camp be open to access, so very strange. I mean, he's doing so much damage to Hyde.
A lot of punches, jabs, body blocked in though, and yeah, isn't gonna be able to do anything. Jabs just gonna get a little tip there to FBZ. Nice body block, saving your buddy Hyde.
This is popping off the mid lane. Actually, Makoto gets chains. Oh,
damage. Fairy fires there's up. Oh, able to get that.
22 to 16. Wow, Moon's doing fantastic in this lane. I don't know, all those people criticizing you for saying Moon's the best Southeast Asia mid laner. So far, there's not been a compelling case saying otherwise. Although Makoto did play a very, very good Shadow Fiend in the previous game. But
yeah, I mean, the question of like who's the best, it's always like so, you know.
No, there's pure objective analysis. No opinions are involved here. It's entirely numbers driven.
Oh, that's some numbers right there. Going into the coffers high. Getting first blood here, and might actually ensure that they're able to get bounty runes. With this situation, it's only 30 seconds away from them popping. Kezcute quite in range of Observer Ward. Frustrating, I'm sure. As getting pummeled. Cookie in, couple more punches, and Mr. DJ getting on the board early here.
Good, because I do not want to repeat performance of the last game from DJ. Yeah, it's not exciting to see an Earthshaker who's never slamming is just depressing to watch. So see if he's capable of a little bit more, which I think Ice 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 also as a Snapfire will be less greedy than him as a Dazzle, so it should open up more the map to DJ to farm, hopefully. It's a good start for sure. Wow, and he might kill this Shadow Demon. Just trying to get an outpost. Yep.
Such luck. Ice 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 puts the kibosh on it, stops that pressure. Jay gonna also look like farm up the small camp. Ice 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 comes in, takes all the creeps. Classic. But yeah, good stuff there. As far as the bounty runes go, there's still this one that's up on the high ground. It looks like 2 for 1 going the other direction. I picked up one of those bounties, still hanging out for the other one in case the Emperor wants to go fill up his bottle in a little.
Very close. Moon correctly predicts that there's a haste rune going to be up top. Makoto sees that there's no rune bot in TP. And 23 Savage taking a fair amount of abuse from this Radiant offlane. Nice glyph on the wave.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage on the tower afterwards as well. Get the stomp, good connection in the midst of that, and actually gonna hit on the creeps too. They almost take down that catapult.
Yeah, the siege creeps are all asleep, but now Kezcu's up here.
They're just keeping him back. Jab's taking a lot of his shadow poison.
Wave away, which I don't know if he wanted to, but it's kind of a good thing.
And on the other side over here, they kill off Dreamocell. FBZ still being ran down a little bit. The stomp gonna connect onto 2, and that is gonna be the kill. So they lose bottom though, the Lycan. Not great for Boom. Collection of DJ and Ice 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 were able to bait him into a bad position.
Yeah, I don't know why Shadow Demon left. I would figure with 2 points in Shadow Poison and Boots, you should be able to harass an Earthshaker pretty effectively. But oh, Morphling, Telekinesis. He's got 3 points in his attribute shift now, so he's good.
Bottom lane is where they're going to try and set up for a kill again onto Lycan. He just TP'd into here, so they're saying we can make this kill happen again, and he's going to have to walk back. The Remnant is down. Dreamocell in some trouble as Moon is still chasing, and with the ET in the area, it looks like they are going to be able to keep vision of him. There's the catch, there's the kill. Ice 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 cleans it up, and now Kezcu, they show up with the Ember Spirit as well. Makoto's in some trouble here. Flame Guard is all the way kind of gone. They have to throw out his Remnant just to make sure that he can get out of there. 23 Savage.
That's my boy.
The early chat lines. Man, big win though. They take down Ice 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 up, or rather,
no!
up.
Makoto, your courier.
Great.
Yeah, man, this Lycan is having a miserable game right now. Now he's gonna have to take a walk of shame to the mid lane, which may be part of the reason why Makoto came down here. It's not so much to turn around the gank, but more to be like, I'm confiscating the safe lane from you. You can't be trusted down here. We'll give a hero that has an actual viable escape. Lycan, not level 6 yet. Once he hits level 6, then maybe he can go back to the lane, but he needs to find that level 6 elsewhere, so he's just gonna jungle for right now.
And you can see there as well, like even this Timbersaw. Fine.
He's fine. Look, he's just taking a little nap.
Exactly. Move there is going to spot out Dreamocell, not really able to do much. And it is 23 Savage that goes down up top. Hyde finding that kill. So the thing I was going to say though is that 23 Savage was able to get the kill on the Timbersaw a second ago. The return kill now onto the Morphling. So what was looking until that Morphling death like a really good situation for Fnatic. It looks like they're kind of pulling away with this game here so far.
Yeah, the Lycan getting so massively shut down, like even if Morphling dies one more time, it's still not that big of a deal because Lycan does not have, like I will oftentimes see Lycans get like a straight Necrobook before the laning phase ends, just level 1 Necrobook, and then go into the Dominator afterwards, but Dreamocell is nowhere near that pace, but thankfully FPC is doing a pretty good job top, killing off the Morphling and now successfully taking this tier 1 tower, so more space created for the Lycan, and any lane that they can leave some pressure on is a huge asset, because it looks like Moon really wants to play around the map. 23 Savage is rotating around
Up
very
top.
early on.
Jabs, he's gonna get pushed back by Hyde and FBZ as they're trying to take that outpost, and so seeing if he can take this other one to the side, so we'll keep our eyes on that. And again,
That's a slam.
That's a hell of a play, DJ.
That's a 9.5 minute blink dagger, goddamn.
This is what I was going to talk about. Up until that last second there, as they get picked up some bounty runes, DJ was actually ahead of everybody but the Ember Spirit on Boom. Like, he is so farmed this game.
Yeah, the handful of kills on the Lycan, and then while all this time that Moon's Void Spirit was roaming around, DJ was keeping the mid lane warm and taking all of that CS. So super early Blink Dagger, great debut, getting a kill on that Ember Spirit.
Game is just, it's really starting to like pick up the pace, and if you're not careful on Boom, you need to start making some moves around. They've got transformation here on Lycan if they want to pop the shapeshift, but like the fact that it's not happening right now, it's really scary. The Necro Books level 1 are in. They're already taking some extra tier 1 tower damage onto this catapult nearby. Looks like they will be able to defend it for the moment, but like 23 Savage is not at all concerned at the moment.
Nor do I think he needs to be anytime soon, because there is minimal burst damage on the side of Boom, and even what is the burst damage, which would be the Ember Spirit, is kind of a liability, as we see time and time again. Morphling being able to turn into Ember Spirit is such a good counter to Ember Spirit. So 23 Savage can play very, very greedy this game. He can stay on super low strength for pretty much as long as he knows where Timbersaw is. He can do that.
Everybody very farmed, and 3,000 gold lead now. Be able to come and invade the jungle a little bit. Kez cute. Second, throws out one of the Shadow Places. Now, Hyde is here as they have the ulti coming in from Kez cute, and it looks like Jabs will have finally gone a bit too far. They do punish him there.
That's a cool ward, though. That is not going to be easily countered.
It's.
Oh yeah. Oh, never mind.
I mean, it's still a cool ward for Dire to get eventually if they want to pick it up
cool
later.
Dire. Well, I was just assuming that if Jabs was way over here, he was placing wards, but not the case.
Remnant stolen by the Rubik. Hyde's also been able to get some decent net worth on him here, as they do find the stomp on a couple Necro units. Ice cleans them up. We've seen the Snapfire ultimate yet.
Is under attack.
Ice has mainly been focused on just farming up and has this mechanism done.
Yeah, which is, again, like why I'm so surprised that he's prioritizing mech so heavily, because if he's not going to be grouping up with his team to team fight, then what's the purpose of it? It may be just to discourage team fights. Shapeshift is being
Shapeshift used.
He's on the run.
So, Fissure looking for a block off, isn't quite going to be able to get there in time. Makoto goes in real deep as well. They throw out the Chakram. Cookie dodge away, but FBZ finishes him off. Jump in, Echo Slam. Is there enough follow-up though? The Snapfire ultimate comes out, and it looks like FBZ will be able to get out of there. So they take down 1 for 1, but you're happy with that if you're Fnatic.
Yeah, that's the mid Ember Spirit yet again going down. That's 2 quick kills back to back on him, and he doesn't have a single major item completed yet. He's still working his way to the Maelstrom.
I mean, the scariest thing about all this is Ice is going to get punched by FBZ a little bit here, is that this is before like Morph Shaker really comes online. They're winning before their power spike. So I don't know what your plans are here if you're Boom, but you gotta get to giddy up, and it looking real scary.
Yeah, they've successfully taken out 1 tower, but that wasn't even the Lycan doing it. That was the Timbersaw taking an uncontested tower. So Lycan, he's consuming a great deal of space, but I don't know if him taking space can outcarry a Morphling Shaker.
They need. I mean, obviously you got to make sure that you make something happen with the shapeshifts, but also it's like getting into that level 3 Necro book, being able to start pressuring the tower. Like it's hard, but you need those summons, you need the levels, you need everything. And FBZ is going to be a good tank up front and center here. Clears through the creep waves. It's on the ice. Stomp, not going to connect. Backing out. They bring in 23 Savage. He gets the switch off though onto strength form. Rubik stealing that is really nice for him. As FBZ playing intercept onto everybody. DJ looking for an opening, does not have the Echo Slam, but he's able to still find the control, bring down FBZ, and Makoto they all have to back out now. They can't do anything here. Taking down maybe a follow-up chase coming. Savage switched over into the Timbersaw, gets the chase down, kills off Kezcute. Like as soon as that Timber dies, they just have no way to take the fight. Hyde, because he was able to switch over his strength form, is living very long time through this one. As the jump in, turn around, ate the remnant. He isn't even able to get off the scatter blast. Makoto now in trouble as the stun is there. Has another remnant in a second. Makoto trying to back out. He's going to be able to get the jump away. Moon misses just barely there and dissimulate to back out. Moon living.
Seems like not only does Ember Spirit get countered heavily by the Morph, but it seems Timbersaw as well, as Morph turns into the Timbersaw, whirling deaths him in like a massive group of trees right behind the mid-tier one, and that Timbersaw just gets eaten alive with a bunch of strength loss and spear damage, although he does see 23 Savage now, but again, you have no real strong burst.
Oh my god, and it's really hard for him to go anywhere right now. They're just gonna beat him down, almost completely eviscerated there. Kezgate shows up, gonna throw out, well, now the Demonic Purge as well. They've got the chains on the 23 Savage, but he is not going down yet. Shapeshift used, the follow-up coming, Moon able to back out of there again. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? They will. Jump away, 23 Savage, very much switched over into the strength form, has the adaptive strike, still being held in place by the root. Can they kill off this guy? Cookie to jump over to the other side, DJ, they kill him off one time, has the Echo Slam, lands on the two. Do they have any more follow-up? They will. So they lose their Morphling, but take down both the Timber and the Lycan.
Yeah, that's a hell of value, and Ember has no remnants for another 3 seconds.
Kodo gets the jump away. Yeah, now he is. He's going to be able to get out of there, it looks like. Any extra follow-up? No, they don't got nothing.
So how much, let's see, I want to see if Moon ends up profiting from that. Either way, it's still totally worth the buyback, but I want to see if he significantly... Whatever the case, great buyback. Morphling had
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
opportunities to get out, and he was kind of being a little bit greedy hanging around as now Hyde gets spotted out.
Remnant used. DJ's back behind enemy lines here though. Couple chains goes out there. Fissure gonna land. DJ gets the stun off the side. Moon in some trouble. Cannot use the Resonant Pulse to get extra HP. Effective HP rather. As another Shadow Poison is there. Remnant gonna be off the mark. Moon trying to back away and Jabs is nearby to make sure that that Void Spirit does not go down. Fnatic covering their bases, backing out. Now able to chase.
Yeah, I'm still concerned about this Morph Shaker. Again, like, this is, these are fights that are happening before this combination comes online, and so Boom just breaking even and not taking objectives. So far they've only taken 2 tier 1 towers, which is the same thing that Dire's done.
Just kill off a whole wave of creeps and then also the Helm of the Dominator. Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts. Aquila dropped. See who picks that one up. Man.
Oh man, and another Shoal for 23 Savage, and he has the E-Blade completed. Oh, he actually sends it back.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
Embrace is
is
always
under
nice.
attack. Dire's top
I guess a lot of
tower is
damage that
under
was coming
attack.
out, like what ended up killing him was some, like in some dude.
That's true. The minus armor would definitely be.
But yeah, Fnatic are already looking in charge of this game right now. Very much so, and kind of need to scratch your head, figure out maybe some split pushing stuff coming from Dreamocell is going to be the answer. I don't know. They're taking buildings, they're taking like objectives. If they want to, they can run into Roche pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Also completed on Void Spirit at their leisure that they can take it, but both teams can take it very quickly. So if you want to start a fight, you have to be sure that you're willing to finish it. As the Lycan Wolf is actually scouting out all these Dire heroes.
Have mechanism just now done on the Timbersaw. Mid lane. Oh, FBZ pulled back in. He has that mech. Can they bring him down in time? Full control, full takedown. Mech is there, misses his chain. Chain chase out. Can they get him down? Doesn't look like it. They didn't pop the DD on Moon. So maybe it could have been able to get that kill if they would have used that. But regardless, FBZ lives. Fnatic smoke up afterwards and go for round 2.
Also, it seemed like the splitter pushed him over the fissure or something like that, because like I definitely saw him on one side of the fissure and then immediately on the other side. So but now they're like relinquishing Roche control, and this Lycan Wolf is scouting out the entire Dire jungle because they're like, where the hell did they all go? But they all went south to maybe see if Boom were gonna try to reclaim their outpost, which they did not. Boom ended up giving up both outposts.
Jabs walks high ground. Rooted. Gonna chase him here. They've got eyes on him. DJ on the other side, outside of the smoke, holding onto that fissure for the moment. Have Echo if they want to use it. Jumping coming from Makoto. Rooted only on the ice. Already used his cookie. A little bit of trouble there. They've already killed off Jabs. Now trying to take down the Snapfire. Well, chasing further forward. They fall back now on the ET. Trying to get into this fight. Controlling DJ. Gets the haster and walk away, but Hyde able to finish him off. Do they have anything else left in the tank here? There's two already dead. Fnatic, they're in pretty deep. There's the lift already taking him down. He is dead. Triple kill for Dreamcell. Fnatic, what happened?
Well, for one thing, Kescute immediately used his Demonic Purge on Morphling, and then Morphling, I guess, didn't really pay attention to it, so he turned into the Ember Spirit, and then turned on Flame Guard, and then it immediately got purged off by the Demonic Purge. So I think Morphling may have thought that he was a little bit tankier than he was, and fight a little bit too long afterwards. He gets blown up. And also, Shaker was kind of baiting out a haste rune. He was standing right next to the haste rune, waiting for his Elder Titan to take it in case Jabs needed help escaping, but I feel like DJ is a higher priority, especially since DJ had used the blink to get into the river next to the haste rune to begin with, so it seemed like Fnatic couldn't decide whether they wanted to take the fight or not, and that indecision ends up costing them 3 lives.
Very much capable of taking Roshan. They clean it out quickly, pick that up, and try and come for another round of push. I mean, the elephant in the room here is going to be Morphling picking up this Aghanim Scepter eventually. It has one component of it. He could still switch back for the BKB if he feels like he needs to, if things are getting like the other way is just a little bit too scary, since he does already have just the other axe, but I have a feeling he's going to finish off that axe and then just down.
Yeah, no, there's nowhere near enough. If there were like more silences, then maybe Morphling would consider getting a BKB, but in this situation, there's not enough crowd control to discourage him from going for Scepter. And this is the game plan in every Earthshaker Morphling game. You will just wait until he finishes the Aghanim Scepter. You don't really need to fight anytime sooner than that.
Yeah, agreed. It's even that much scarier when there's an game with the natural order or a working there's actually going to be Earthshaker that picks up the Nether call. So he's there for the more damage dealing as well, if that way. Ice after picking up the Guardian Greaves is now going back for a Halberd. Kind of an interesting build. I feel like a lot of damage from Lycan comes from the rest of his summons as well, not just, but I guess the evasion's good as well.
Yeah, just more to tank up this. Like I said, that seems to be the name of the game, Core Snapfire, just to make her as beefy as possible. Just, especially seeing as how her ult is not really that useful this game. The fights are moving around so much, you have to somehow manage to get your kisses onto a Lycan who's running around at hasted move speed, a Timbersaw with chain, and an Ember Spirit with remnants. So it's not really likely that Ice is going to deal very much damage with his ult, so might as well just tank up and stick around with his team and be useful as utility.
Good Moon here, holding on to the illusion rune. Excited to see. I mean, what will we do there? I guess taking off like the poison stacks or something. A lot of cool things you can do with it. Pretty hyped.
Wait, with what? Sorry.
The illusion rune on Moon. Keeping it in the bottle right atop it.
Yeah. Some options. He's actually the one who took the Dragon Scale off of the
agents of the
Earthshaker who's holding onto it. Oh, Aghanim Scepter's online. Oh boy. Now the game begins.
That was quick. That was real quick. Oh no. He doesn't quite have that level 18 yet though, which is one of the things that lets that permanent uptime, I think.
Yeah.
The morph 20 seconds, yeah, it's still going to be around for a while, I think but it's not like absolute permanent.
I think you need the level 20 talent also. I think.
I'm pretty sure that you don't, if I remember right, because I remember thinking that and then being like, oh wait, no, he still just kills them all. But we'll see. Yeah. Oh, Fissure. He only had one though. Where's the Morph lane? FBZ is gonna show up in a second on 23 Savage. They get big ol' ulti coming from jabs. They've already lost the Void Spirit. This is the timing they're supposed to be fighting, and 23 Savage was just not there.
He went bot to go farm.
I don't know about that one.
A little bit of miscommunication, especially since they smoked. I feel like 23 Savage and Earthshaker were just hoping for a pick, not a fight. And so once they didn't see anyone in the Radiant jungle, they were like, oh, okay, let's go back to farming. Whereas Void Spirit and the rest of Fnatic were like, oh, let's get into position. Let's like push a tower now that you have this timing. And 23 Savage was just not page.
So yeah, the cooldown 100 seconds at level 2, and then 40 seconds with 40-second duration at level 3.
Okay. This wave.
Maybe that's part of the reason why he was like, I don't want to fight yet till I get 18. It could have been part of it, but whatever the case, it was like, I think it's really easy to just point at 23 Savage, which I did in the cast. But
that was a team decision. That wasn't 23 Savage.
Right.
Like it was only him and the Shaker who smoked. If it was the whole team that smoked and then he went bot, then yeah, that's definitely on him. But this is more a Fnatic team decision. But he has level 18 now. You know what would be the biggest flex is if before that fight he used the Shaker 25 line to like announce that I have the Aghanim Scepter before anyone sees him.
I think that's I want to see. That would be great. That would be wonderful. Moon here, gonna clear through the wave. Resident pulled afterwards, and now with the smoke up as 4, Roche is going to Aegis reclaimed. Now they're ready to party. Dire scanning, looking for anybody. Let's battle.
I don't know if they didn't take the time right, because they scanned under their own vision, and I don't think Boom are going to smoke when their Aegis is timing out. They can verify that the outpost is being claimed by Dreamacell in his own jungle, but Super Enchant brothers are just bouncing around for someone in the Radiant jungle.
I mean, this is the really scary thing about this, is that you don't have to catch them off guard with it. Like, you can just play it normally, and it's like you actually can't deal with it. I can't believe that this is like basically remained unchanged.
It's been nerfed at least somewhat. Specifically the cast animation. Like, it used to be you had a blink dagger for free whenever you activated Enchant.
Right.
But now you kind of have to time it. You kind of have to time it.
Right. Well, FBZ is here. They throw out the Dissimulate. 23 Savage ready to go in. Fissure round 1. Gonna land. Fissure round 2 afterwards. Do they even need it? Okay, switching over to Strength Form. It's a little bit better than the agi he did earlier. But he's rooted. He's in some trouble. Maybe the big old jump in coming from DJ as they blow them all up. The buybacks come immediately. Makoto trying to take him down, and Savage actually overplays his hand. He gets taken down for a minute, but then they end up losing him. Dude, I don't know. There have been some questionable things going on so far. Maybe he's out of practice with the Morphlane, but he switched down to Agi earlier in one of the fights. The meantime, they were pushing bottom and almost take down the tier 3 tower. Now they got Moon. He does not have any remnants right now available, or abilities to jump on the Astral Step. Chase coming, Dissimulate, hiding. And if he can get out of here, Moon continue to escape.
He can be
and gonna go for it and be able to get out of there with them. Find some extra space.
Even whenever I see these mistakes, the Morph Shaker always wins. It's just too good. I can see the really Boom, like teams can play perfectly against it, and once you hit this point, once Morphling's level 18, then it's so difficult. Look at the range of the Fissure. Like, again, like you said, you can just play it normally. You don't need to take them by surprise.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, again, it does have that feeling. I mean, right now the odds at 7 or 2. It was something. It was something. But regardless, I will say that, like, if you misplay a couple more times like this, really give Boom an avenue into the game. Because right now it feels like it should be all them, and like Lycan still is really scary hero to face off against. As DJ finds one, FBZ there as well, jumps in and just dead. Kezcute is gone. FBZ, can he get out of here? Does he need to worry about it? They pull him back in. Another round of the issue. All right, this is the problem. This is the issue. It's really hard to fight.
Roche is gonna be a very quick respawn. Spawning now in 2 seconds. We'll see if Jabs has the... Oh no! He just sent the spirit out of the pit. Although the courier is gonna fly over it. And it verifies that Roche is up. Back we go.
Oh, they're gonna go back. BKB is still a little ways away before 23 Savage has it, but with this Aegis, he's going to feel a lot more confident going on in to take down Roche. Top lane, Makoto not fine, but bottom, they're hitting this tower.
Yep. Yeah, actually, these necro creeps, they may be able... They're going. They're going. These necro creeps. Okay, that's very close though.
We're low, and they aren't going to be able to get the catapult position either to take with it. Did it get it?
Oh yeah, no, it aggroed because no.
Makoto in the meantime up top went in to try and cut a wave and got punished super hard by Moon and DJ. That was Echo Slam, used the full combination out. Newly minted Shadow Blade. They will lose the Ember. 3,000 gold lead for Fnatic, but it is feeling real hard to get any type of fight. I'm just granny.
Shredder. The Shredder buff should stay. So I wonder if he shredders and then... Oh, he didn't activate it. It's not that great. It turns your damage flat, so it's not like rapid fireball thing.
Mid lane, they find themselves the Lycan yet again. He's trying to kill these guys off, but a fissure, and they're... Oh my god.
That astral step
just blows up all of those groups. And they just have to run away right now with Lycan. Like, he pops his ulti to run to bottom to try and pressure this out to stop it, but this is just... It is so ridiculously hard to face in this.
Oh no!
The jump in, Kezcute trying to keep him alive. It ain't gonna happen. X marks the spot where he will die. As 23 Savage looking for more, finds the Rubik's dead so quickly as they turn back towards the towers. Maybe many Earths, but there's only one Earth Shaker. It's not true.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You goddamn liar. Ready to try and fight this, switching over to Strength 4, living through it. The BKB is out. Makoto just takes too much damage as he gets blown up afterwards. One more hit, and the Morphlane is going to be able to get that kill. Finding another round if he wants to. Cookie forward, gifted onto FBC. He's hitting onto buildings now, or is he going to go to try and take down this Timbersaw? With a little bit of help from Ice Ice Ice, he manages to find the kill.
Now there's only one Earth Shaker. Use the line.
Now it's on cooldown, I'm sure. Jump in again. Oh, he's just gonna imprison himself.
Silence.
Has he gone too far? There's the fissure. Gonna connect. They take down the Shadow Demon, and then the jump back home to push out and take down the melee barracks. 23 Savage now switching over to that one, and strength form, wave form through. Sleight of fist as he goes down. No, he's still not gonna go down. Dreamaso wants it so badly, but it ain't gonna happen.
What have you learned? Oh.
He's gonna give up his life there, it looks like. Yeah, this is looking super duper over. DJ's back. Baiting it. Okay, yeah. DJ reveals himself.
5 seconds left on Morph.
Now he's back into DJ form again. Chant Totem, given the punch. 1-2, why not? There are 4 heroes alive from Boom, but there is only one hero that matters in this game, and that hero is 23 Savage. This is feeling super duper over. Oh, Dreamacell, don't let it happen to you. Just GG out now. Stop the pain. Oh my god, Ice Ice Ice. They want to fight anybody else, but there's only one person again that really matters. Is they do find another kill, almost waveform. Yeah, he's done. Wicked 6 streak for this Morphlane, as he is going to take down the tier 3 tower here to the side. Dreamacell, they actually kill off Moon, who was diving
trying to do some shopping or something, or like swap neutral items. I don't know what he was doing in the fountain there.
23 Savage switches into the Ursh, or the other Titan actually. And now he's going to turn and try and take down Dreamcell. Maybe a little bit of a misplay here, but he does get that Astral Spirit extra damage for a while, as well as the BKB for a bit. Kez cute. Turns now over to the side. Down low. What have you done? My man, you misplayed. And now they're going to try and run him down again.
Oh my god,
I mean,
the disruption.
Is this thing happening?
Oh, and he has the Soul Catcher, gives a illusion on death, Todd. Hell yeah. You could totally use this more.
Okay.
Oh no, use it. What is it? Don't just let it sit there and push waves for days.
Get now.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, I don't know if this matters at all.
No,
in
it
fact,
doesn't.
I'm gonna hazard a guess that it really doesn't.
That would be a good hazard.
But no.
I do now.
Maybe if they can wait another 3 minutes, they can get Roche. Who knows?
They did successfully take the tier 3 down bot, so they could theoretically just rush tier 4s if they ever get an opening, but it's gotta be a Pacific Ocean of an opening for them to even contemplate that.
I mean, I will say that Fnatic are not playing very careful at all. It's like they're autopiloting, and that's always a little bit dangerous, but it might not matter at all. I think the biggest thing about it that's going to be interesting to watch is, like, if Dreamcell does manage to get some time unimpeded at the tier 4 towers, like, you know, like in split push and just end games before.
Yeah,
he's
got AC. Could theoretically, I mean, we'll see what he chooses as his 25, because the Wolf Summon is rarely taken, but if you're going to be split pushing, Critical Strike does not help you at all. So only way back into the game.
I think that he takes it. I've seen a couple of people take the Wolf, just because, like, the extra vision that he gets you sometimes in the late game or whatever, but I don't know. We'll have to wait. Again, this game could be over in like 5 minutes if Fnatic really want to, like, play this out safely. But are they going to do that? Moon, like, he's just running into all of them. BKB out there, turns on the high, trying to kill him off. Is going to get disrupted to keep himself alive for the moment, and Twitch just one-shotted Makoto right there as he's going to look for the back lines over to the side here. Runs into Kezcute, one more punch. Can he get it? He will indeed. And now FBZ, one kind of left alone, as well as Moon, who's going to get eaten up for the moment by the big bad wolf. Dreamcell, he's like, actually, I don't want to go after 20 Savage at all. Gonna try and kill somebody else. Realize that that's not gonna work. FPC fully encapsulated in pain as a triple kill comes from 23 Savage. And yeah, they're looking to try and end this one now, it looks like. They don't have a creep wave though. Doesn't matter.
He can backdoor this. There's a buyback on Timbersaw.
No, they don't have a creep wave. It's good. They got one coming in. Okay.
Void Spirit's not here. Otherwise, with the Deso, I think they could have. But yeah, Spectral Protection's gonna.
Right now, Boom, hoping to wait this out if they can just a little bit longer. DJ is back behind lines with the spider legs, ready to jump onto him because.
Nice.
Oh my God! It's so dirty.
GG.
How is this fair? GG. TJ just jumps in. And, well, I mean, we knew it was coming. At a certain point, you've just got to ban the Morph Shaker. It's just too good.
Especially because both these heroes are just good in general right now. Morphling we've been seeing very, very frequently as a carry. Earthshaker very, very commonly in the first phase. Instead, they opted to ban out the Wraith King, which, you know, Wraith King's good.
You would have been like
Morphshaker.
Like, you would definitely see the difference from 60 to 144. But when you 6 from 144 to 240, man, it's over, bro. Oh yeah, and your controller too. Man, your controller just beam everybody.
Sure. Yeah. I'm good. You just go bot. At least top maybe.
Yeah, sure, because it tracks more pixels.
Just go bot.
DPI is just the hardware sensitivity, man.
This motherfucker gets me.
People who think they have this million DPI mouse,
I play on top of this thing, okay?
Literally doesn't do anything.
Nice set, man.
On that.
Nice.
I don't know. Come on.
He's long. He died.
jump.
Okay, hit me in the head, bro. Yeah, get out of here.
One more
How
here.
broken is that shit, bro? Seriously.
Where is somebody?
Window and long.
Yeah, actually, he was.
Stay on it.
Maybe they're rotating.
Maybe. Maybe yes. You see him window?
Can you take mushrooms? Take mushrooms, probably. I'm holding man.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah. One more. Nice.
Ignore tried to.
Last round in the half.
Oh, what's up with Kale's farm? Struggling or something?
Let's go.
Yep, yep.
Two window.
Go for top side crap.
One low. I had the one.
Okay, it's actually bottom.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like a different monitor, so it
One
look weird.
enemy remaining.
Don't see me though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Haste! Bounty. That should help. Do not attempt anything you see on this page.
I'll take that. Route with it going on. I've been doing what we're doing. We're down too long. No big deal. 2 condos home. Hey, no big deal. What? Yeah. No, I would never do that. And it was so. It's not because of me. I've been telling you we're not. Alright, we've never played Crash. We're down.
Vanish.
Let's go. Let's go what?
What's the opposite of regicide?
I didn't know what to do. You don't fucking. Surprise 420 merch. I have a piece of that. Surprise 420. It's crazy. Click the link down below. Browse the collection, fullsend.com. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do, Brad. What is this? So you put in your money, like I have $1,000 in, and then you can take. It keeps going up, and you can take. Oh, I just lost it all. Fucking Brad. Why aren't you telling me to pull out? That's the first time I've ever seen this shit. How is this my fault? We were gambling, you're getting good fucking energy. Now there's a fucking camera here and we're trying to go a different route or something. You fucking act weird. You fucking just I need this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Alright. Yeah, what is this? Look, I put in $1,000.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It crashes randomly. So sometimes it will go to 100x. I'm up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pull it out, bro. Yo, Ray and thing with a follow, baby.
Yeah. Keep going up.
probably like just keep stopping it. Like stop it now and then come back in.
Double down.
Allies
Get up higher. If I had my what I say, I just started to say that.
Part of the reason we're hey, what? B my lucky run. $1,000 bet. He loses rate 888. Take off your beanie, Brad.
Why would I take
That's why, Brad. That's why we take off beanie. That's why we take off beanie, Brad. Fucking listen next time.
This guy's a dumb gambler. What the hell? Send me a picture of it.
Looks like a second source to me. He said you guys have that. Shit, dude. This person I'm not here.
Good? You hear that?
You like a fucking
Bro, you know your camera has flash, right?
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, yeah, smoke darts! I said smoke darts!
No, I'm not doing that.
Smoke dart! It's running up! We're riding it! We're riding!
Bro, why are we doing this?
Bradley! What the fuck?
I'm not smoking. It doesn't have anything.
Drive up! It's so different when this
I push the future ever further towards my own. Bounty.
You're acting weird, man. Bro, you're acting fucking weird. The wages of fear. Alright, we have $1,000 bet. We have $1,000 bet. We made $100. We made $200. We made $300. We made $400. We made $500. We made $600. We made $700. We have $800. Oh my God.
What did I learn from that?
Dire's courier has been killed.
Alright, you gotta dance. Dance. Dance with it. Look. Move with it. Feel it, Brad. Get the fuck up.
Tell me you want me in here.
Get the fuck up. No, stand. Stand.
Shadows.
I'm feeling it.
Take
stand.
us.
Let's go.
Radiant are scanning.
500, 800.
Radiant bottom barracks. Radiant bottom
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bro, what the hell is going on? Man, I mean, you ask for help, bro, and you give me the shitty fucking pictures like that, bro. You really want me to help you? Alright, jeez.
Haste!
Put in some fucking effort, bro, if you want me to help you.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Here.
attack. Then
Got her. Watch out for the flight right here.
Radiant are scanning.
Bro, I can't even see the rest of the PC. Like, how am I supposed to know which one's the in and the out?
Dire's courier has been killed.
You showed me USB cables.
Oh shit, 3?
I don't want to see the black thing. I want to see the rest of the cables. Like the other, there should be more HDMI ports.
I'm all 20 per minute. A lot? I just got blood.
The fall of magic. I deliver thee unto death.
Man, bro, what is wrong with
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Illusion.
Man, you just steal my songs and then show it to my hero?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Yo, what's up, Johnny Owen? Your luck is booming today? That's crazy, Eamon. You really want to know what I'm about to do? You really want to know what I'm going to do about it? You really don't want to know what I'm about to do about it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Oh, I should just freaking gamble all my time.
True power.
Here's not
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are
Deso
scanning.
first. Interestingly, he had a Echo Super queued up before, but first item Deso is going to be the call. He really wants some kills here at mid. Emo diving in pretty deep. JT probably looking for the dual DY. It's fairly tanky. He's got the tier 2 backing him up as well. Ori just going to go jumping in, looking for a little bit more. Dissimulates out. Fly is just focusing the objective, taking out the tier 1 tower. They want to get something out of this big rotation. And Fly with the spin, they now look towards DY. He tanks up a Laguna Blade as well. And with the 5-man pile, they will be able to bring down the Ogre. Yang's thinking about coming over for this fight though.
Tower damage. Their lineup lacks tower damage, that's why the monkey went there. So who can kill the towers if you look at their heroes?
Well, you say that he's already changed his mind again. He wants the farming item first, so
what?
Except the Oblivion Staff, and I guess he feels like he's got a room on this top side to work with.
I mean, I guess he could still go for the Deso, but I'm just thinking, like, looking at their lineup, that's why is he going? Why he wanted to go to Deso?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
it definitely makes sense. And they got the ball rolling pretty early, right? So they.
The Deso is also good with the Void Spirit and Pango. You know, they both do a lot of physical damage from Swashbuckle and the Astral Step.
Yeah.
So it does help. And Roshan, of course, we can't forget about our boy Rosh.
Yeah, they probably want that Roshan potential. Do you think it also signals that maybe they don't feel as confident if this game goes late? That they definitely have the more early game focused lineup?
Not really though. I just think they're just getting the correct items to fix their draft. You know, to mitigate the weakness that your draft has.
Ooh, chains onto the Vortex Spirit. Can he get out of here? They've got the Soul Bind. DY not the best positioning. He's still pretty tanky though, actually surviving. And now we'll just be able to Astral Step onto the high ground. I really thought that the Ember was going to be able to do more there. They will at least get DY. And also saving a duel for JT. Gets a little something for himself.
I mean, Void Spirit is pretty tanky hero. Like, he has a very high strength gain.
Is Fly just waiting for an Omni Slash here? He's like really hoping that KYW wants to walk up this hill. Well. I guess even if he Omni Slashes him and then he eggs, then he can just spin and kill the egg anyway, right? So it's a kill no matter what.
He needs to dive away. Escape.
Right.
So right now, Dire is trying to converge around this area. They're not using the dead lane. So they're sending 4 people here. They want to get this tower. Radiant has tools to defend. They have no
Oh, TP in. Yang, pretty tanky though. He got the shield crash off. He's soaking up his Omniscience. They're also going to throw out the duel, but here comes the Supernova. They've got the turnaround. Egg catched two cores on the back lines. Grimstroke also getting caught out. DY's found one for himself. Emo trying to make the escape.
A player. When Pango is the man, he knew he could tank everything and just bait them into the egg. Like, he looked suicidal in the beginning because he was TPing in front of the whole team, and he got silenced.
Oh, what's happening over here? They're trying to kill Ogre. Oh, he's dead. Emo and Kaka finding a little opportunity, but gotta be careful that they get out of here cleanly, and not gonna happen. Kaka's gonna be brought down.
You gotta
Emo does have a remnant to jump away to. He wants this Phoenix kill. Okay, so he does pick up one more before escaping.
Okay, so
they got two supports for one, right?
Yeah,
As
at
the
the end
follow-up.
of the day, it's still really good for Radiant. They were able to clean up the whole 4 kills, right? 3. Can't remember how many kills.
Yeah, they got Grimstroke, LC, and the Jug.
Yeah, they got a better trade. It was just like you mentioned, spot on. The shield crash. He got the shield crash before he got silenced.
Yeah, and he popped his hood. Yeah. So managed to get the swashbuckle off. That forces the further dive commitment.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they're leashing him to the illusion. Very nice Void Spirit. He is pretty tanky though. He's got his shield up, but there's too many stuns.
Well played. That's a good Grimstroke player right there. He knows that mechanic. If you buy it, like, it's very useful against, like, especially Naga or PL. You buy it if you know the real one is somewhere in between. You just need to buy something. It's gonna latch on. It can only latch on the real hero in range.
Right. So you have to pick the one that you know isn't real. You have to pick one of the guaranteed illusions.
Because if you get it on the real, it won't latch on.
Yeah, then nothing happens.
And you're like, oh great, I actually got the real one.
Yeah. Okay, chains on Yang. They're looking for this kill. They do have the duel available, but dive through. Can they actually kill the egg? The swashbuckle. They got a disarm on the Legion commander. It's not going to matter though. They still drag the Pangolier back in. Not looking like a great fight for Vici. Or he's trying to salvage something. Eurus as well on the high ground finds a great Wukong's command. That's going to obliterate everybody. Huge boundless strike. Ember duels up. I don't know what happened to that Aether Remnant. I think it got soaked by a creep, but still going to be a triple kill. Emo unable to escape. JT just slinking away there.
800 bounty. Monkey King is the top of the network after that.
Man, that was really nice. Oh, he's finding more. Ultra kill. Yeah, I don't think he can fight Fly, but he scouted him.
Calling Blade? Oh, he doesn't have Calling Blade in.
Oh, it's on his inventory. Okay, so Fly's still just farming. He's got a Deso picked up.
Chuck has a Desolator? Aww. Is that like I think this item is so popular right now. I always see it because of the damage right now. It's very cost efficient. You get 60 damage for the gold, the amount of gold you spend. It's actually very, very good. A lot of heroes are buying this item.
Gives them some nice, I mean, like we were saying for Ricci, gives them pretty nice Roshan taking potential on the side of IG as well. Could maybe get a sneaky Roche at some point.
Alright, so the LC has a pipe completed, Dragon Scale. Going for Dagger Halberd. I kind of feel like the pipe does more than the Crimson that he was going for.
Yeah, I think I like the pipe a bit more.
Does deal with the Void Spirit, the Phoenix, Pango, and our friendly neighborhood Ogre, which will eventually.
Oh, I think they may have seen the smoke. I think Yang was just in vision, so IG gonna break this on the high ground. Emo's waiting, but Vici, the rest of them just head west, gonna go over towards their Void Spirit. He's got his Yules. He's working towards an Aghanim Scepter next. Dangerous place to fight. There's an outpost here. IG still holding the high ground. Yang just goes straight in with the swashbuckle. Shield crash in place. It's too much damage. Omni Slash. Monkey King forced to back off with the BKB. He is still surviving though. This Supernova is going to do some decent work, but they've lost 2 cores already, and that Supernova just gets popped walking up that high ground blind. Yang, we saw that he was big and strong and confident at bottom, but just dragging his team into an awful fight there.
Yeah, high ground. I never stop reminding everyone. If you walk up to the low ground to the high ground, you're asking to die if you have no vision. It doesn't matter your advantage. You may have a big advantage, but you're throwing it all down the lane.
And the other problem, right, is that Yang has had an amazing start. It's let him get a bunch of items, but we haven't seen Rolling Thunder yet. Like, we haven't actually seen him get to use his ultimate in a fight.
Grimstroke.
Yeah.
That fight was just all about Grimstroke. He got a double soul bind, and that was it.
Yeah.
Fight was over.
Even with the BKB on the Monkey King, just couldn't do it.
Positioning, you know, that's why you always hear people talk about how important it is playing with your positioning and the vision. The high ground, low ground thing is like, it's very, the pro players emphasize it a lot because it does change a lot of things. And
stun? Do they have enough chain stun? No, not quite. It's a little bit slow to get out there.
Just a bit too quick with yeah, I mean, I guess he could have just used the Eels instead to follow up. Then he could have just cast his, I mean, I guess he could have still gotten a kill. Honest, right? Cast Eels, cast Aether Remnant. After Aether Remnant, then the Ogre cast his stun, the last.
And just hope for multicasts, I guess.
And definitely they have enough damage there to kill if they landed everything in the correct sequence. So right now, Monkey King still going back for his Desolator. They need to try. I still feel like even though it's like 5k gold behind, but Radiant should not avoid fights. You know, they should still find for a good angle, high ground, low. Make sure they're on the high ground at the vision. They didn't, like you said, they didn't use the egg into the Rolling Thunder at all this game. 20 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't seen the combo. And a lot of that is just bad positioning on the fights, and unfortunately. The problem is that Yang has to fill two roles this game, right? He's both the front line, but he's also kind of supposed to be the counter initiator. So.
Ogre can be the front.
Yeah, Ogre should definitely go be. He should be like, if anything, Ogre should have face checked this hill, right?
Yeah, true.
And then they can decide if they want to take the fight instead of just swashbuckling.
If you lose the hero, you lose the hero. It's just an Ogre, and you're happy. So right now, Daya is gonna smoke. Let's see how Radiant defense.
There's a blink on the Legion Commander.
They have the high ground.
Yeah, they've got decent vision. No vision at all for IG in this area.
Hold this high ground here, right here. Let's hold this position.
Yeah.
They shouldn't give up this position.
There's a Shadow Blade on the Lina that hasn't been scouted yet, so it needs to watch out for Kaka. But there are some sentries. Okay, we're gonna unpause.
Oh no, Radiant's not gonna hold. Are they not gonna hold? If they take a fight here, I think it's very good for the Phoenix and the Pango.
Oh, we've got the Swift Slash. Ags picked up on the Jug. So he didn't go straight into the Ags, he did just pick up the Desolator, but this is the build that I was talking about before. They do.
I don't think you should go for it too early. Like second or third item is okay. After you get the damage.
Pressuring Fly, nicely done. They snipe out the healing ward there, so that's gonna force him to back off a little bit. They'll still have the Aegis.
It's still good pressure from Daya. Like the Ember's pushing here, they're all here, then the Radiant is all here. So Radiant is not getting much farm, you know. Like what I said, they're trying to hold this high ground. Bare minimum, they want to hold this area. Then they're not willing to give up this area. It's very important.
And Emo's gonna go push out the side lanes, trying to finish up his Radiance. The Jug in a little bit of danger, is gonna get purged off by JT. Keeping Fly alive, still have a decent duration left in this Aegis, and just wanting it to farm the Radiance and then also keep pressuring.
Not too far away from it, he actually has the recipe already.
Yeah, so just needs another 800.
So Daya, because he's trying to farm the Radiance, needs to...
Monkey King's down here. Kaka, does he know that he's on this tree?
Wait, it felt like he knew, huh?
Yeah, I thought so. Waiting for him to jump down. They hear the sound. Here comes the duel, and that is going to be a victory for JT.
That was like the biggest outplay of CDA.
Man, that is messed up, Eamon.
That was really nice. And this opens up the opportunity for them to kind of head towards the high ground. Ember is here. They've got the healing ward. This is decent damage. Yang thinking about the Rolling Thunder, but like you said, it's just so difficult for him to get it off. He's still going to cast it anyway, just to try and buy time for the Monkey King to respawn, clear out the wave at the very least. Is he going to go for the second wave? IG are just diving the high ground. DOI getting gone on. There's the Swift Slap. They still have the Homicide available, and here comes the Soulbind locking them both down. They will be forced to pop the Supernova. Can they defend it? That's got to be the question. JT thinks about walking in for a second. Now Yura's just going to pop everything. Fly should be able to spin this one out. He's okay. It's BKB and the Wukong's command popped, but only getting the Legion Commander kill. And he bought back.
At the last second, wasn't he like couple of seconds?
Yeah, I think it was only like 15 or something. Well, Fly on the high ground, finishes the tier 3. Emo looking for this catch once again. Locking down the Void Spirit. Man, they're really just poking, prodding. A nice little stun from the tree line. Dragging in the Ember a little bit, but Emo's still pretty healthy. Fly can't quite finish off the Rex, but he's got a healing ward to top his team back off. And they've only actually got a few seconds left on this Aegis, so do need to back off and be safe.
Yep, but the Radiance is here. That's a very big deal for... I'm not sure why he actually went Radiance. It's actually quite strange.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I mean, what's the other item? Just like a crit? Or...
Yeah, just go Crystallis. Your jug went there, so... Like, why? I mean, it's very, very weird. It's actually very weird. Like, the items don't sync together.
This Jug is actually really farmed. I have to say that, like, Fly doesn't have a ton of kills or anything, but I guess this hero always farms fast.
I mean, the Swift Slash actually allows you to move around a lot quicker. Because you can always use it to jump around. It's like Blink Strike, right? You're blinking around to farm the creep, so you actually farm a lot faster.
Yeah, and then he's gonna have even more mobility once he picks up the blade. The cast range on Swift Slash is actually pretty good.
Oh, it's actually good.
Compared to Omni Slash.
Oh, it's actually further. Oh, what the heck? It's actually further than. I didn't realize it's further than Omni Slash.
Yeah, it's way further. So it gives Jug a lot of mobility.
What?
I mean, it does cost 4,200.
Guess we gotta go in.
Yeah, but
75 on the CT side.
Omni Slash is supposed to be better.
I mean, it is better. It's 3.5 second duration instead of 0.8 seconds.
In every way.
Right. Okay, can they get the Ember? Do they have the chain stun? That's gonna be the question. No. Oh, is he dead? Is he dead to Spirit Vessel?
Well, guys, that's how you go from
No, not quite. Very, very close.
I was very unlucky.
I think the Essence Ring actually saved him.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Fly, as he found, getting stunned. You're thinking about the Wukong's command, not going to go for it. There is a basher on this Jug. Yang running forward, he's going to get dueled up immediately. He's tanking a lot of this damage. Monkey King going to do what he can. They're going to focus down the Legion Commander at the very least. Now looking for Fly. Euro's going to keep on chasing, but doesn't want to leave the ring. And Jug no longer has the Omni. Buyback from the Legion Commander. They've got an outpost here. Really wanted to take this fight. Jug getting locked down, however. They've got the stun. Void Spirit self-fuels, buying some more time. Spin from Fly and Kaka. Laying it out with the Laguna Blade. Finds that kill. Now DY. Next target. Swift Slash brings him down. And they're still focusing on the center frag.
Very good buyback from the LC. Like, the Jug smells blood in the water. He wants his team to be here.
Yeah. Oh, they can't. So they can't get too much more. There's still a tier 2 mid and there's still a tier 2 top.
They can though. The ultimate is like 1 minute, 8 cooldown 1 more minute. They should have enough time to get like push at least the high ground here, hit the tower.
Yeah, tier 2's not that healthy.
Roshan is also on the horizon soon.
Yeah, could be respawning any second. 15 seconds to go, like he's dead cooldown, still waiting on the Phoenix and everybody else. And Ember might even just go looking for some kind of a jump.
This team is using this window
What are you gonna do about it?
very well. They're using the window on the cooldowns.
But I think also very smart to back off now. And yeah, they're sending a courier to Roche because they know that if we go high ground and we mess it up, then we're gonna lose the fight and give Roche. So
it's very, very good discipline.
And it's fast as well. I don't know if they've.
Oh, it's up. What?
Yeah, it's up.
They are so lucky. Gaben wants a game 3.
Super fast. They do have the Wukong's command now. Only 10 seconds to go on the Supernova. Fly's in there. Self-silenced. Vici looking for the positioning. They've actually got pretty good vision here.
They're waiting for
some decent wards.
The fight.
But there is a smoke for IG. They're trying to wrap around. But they're blocking the high ground. Yang, if he can get the Rolling Thunder off, that would be big. He's thinking about it. They get the Monkey King. Can they save him though? Here comes the Supernova. Monkey King's not dead yet. He's got the BKB and he's got the Boundless Strike. Wukong's command laid out, but Ember just jumps back. Vici, this is not the fight that they were looking for, but they're feeling like it's still okay. Gonna keep on chasing. Emo's holding everybody else back. They've lost the Ogre now. Phoenix forced to dive out, and Pangolier kind of out on an island. Yang nowhere left to hide. Good kiting from IG. Dragging the Pangolier out of position and just continuing the fight.
I mean, they were very disciplined. They did not even try to run up the high ground, even though they had like 115 clearly. They respected the fact that this area here belongs to the Phoenix and Monkey King. They just waited for everything to be kited out, and they won the fight.
Yeah, but they had the vision as well. I think that's probably the most important thing, right? They knew what they were up against on that high ground.
Easy to make a decision when you see everything.
Yeah, and they saw the supernova get popped, they saw the Wukong's command get laid out, and they knew that they just had to kite those long cooldowns, and then they can reset after that.
This Grimstroke is actually doing so much against the Pango. That's why we saw SAG ban Grimstroke when they opened the draft with the Pango.
Yeah, it's actually made Yang's life so hard. And now he's going back for the blink now. I wonder if he would have needed it
you need
earlier.
His Grimstroke, and he even took the Rolling Thunder duration as well, because you're gonna get soul bind, right? So you need the extra duration to do something in the fight.
What's the halberd about?
So you know you drain more HP when you have less. It's good stats.
Well, here comes the soul bind, catches it over onto DY to lock the Pangolier down, but they can't actually do any damage to him. Flyfly losing a lot of life, but he's got a big Omni Slash to just shred through Yang. Emo's gonna go chasing in, looking for a little bit more, finds the kill on the DY, does get Yuled up. They're also gonna pop the supernova just to try and cover this fight. Swift Slash in, they bring down the Void Spirit, Monkey King. It's just him and the Phoenix left fighting. Can they get some more bashes? They're looking for Flyfly, but he's got bashes going right back on the Monkey King. GG gets called, and we will be getting a game 3.
Oh, this game actually just came down to that one moment here, when Monkey King had a. Well, did he have Aegis? No, he just got his 10-second BKB. They ran up that high ground. That was the fight that they got totally wiped. They were in control of the game. 5 men got wiped, and then after that, IG got Roche. They got control. I mean, that fight just.
You're at the end of the road.
That.
Maybe you usually get your mail first. I'm usually at the midday of the route. Yo, what's up, XD Rampage? Nope. Yo, Algos, thank you for the follow, brother man. Well, yeah, I mean, they usually have like 100 and something all day, so. Oh my god, can I fucking hit? Bracket. Well, they started like that's not impressive. They take like an hour break during the day. Is that like double nutrition?
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now! Desmond? Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer... your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
Hurry up, Desmond.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, brava! It is a boy.
My love, mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
My love, it will be all right. Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
Pay attention. I learned something.
Thanks, Rampage.
My bad.
Baby, ano ka na? Baby, hanggang matutunan mo siguro.
Yeah, here.
Pang-agat lang siguro nila kung natapos mo ito, baka mag-share ka na kunin mo yung ibang mga game. Ang dami rin ito. Ang dami ng Assassin's Creed. Ang magandang ang maganda lang rin yung ano,
Rush after that. I hear
Dark
at least 2 or
Souls.
3 of them.
Mahirap daw. Parang hirap ng Dark Souls. Yun ang pinakamahirap daw na laro yun, mga missions. Kalabang mga Gante.
I think they're rotating.
Tapos mga, alam mo parang
They're all in spawn, I hear them. Yeah, they're rotating.
kasi underwood check.
I hear like 3
He just left. He just left.
Gante, mga Diablo, yung mga kalabang mo. So, medyo may takot yun.
I got the spike here.
Saka yung Kratos, God of War.
I hear him, hear me.
Pero gusto kong mga laro, ano eh, yung strategic, yung battle, parang battle release.
Meron na ako dyan eh.
Kami yung battle release. Di ba ano yun? Ano yun? Magkano binili? 100 lang na. Pero same man. Same na same. Kung ako sila eh. Dapat, ano nila yun? May online para ano. Yun lang yung benefits. Dapat yun lang benefits.
So you know.
Maybe get an early execution.
Man, I don't like the way this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably rush it.
So just stay right there. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Unlucky Casa. How long have you been streaming? Like 2 years. I used to stream CSGO like 5 years ago. When I was actually pretty good.
Yes.
Too late.
Ha? Baby? Ano ang balita? Ano na eh?
Quit? I'll quit. One more lit, 132. Man, how did he not fucking die, bro?
I'm rotating.
132, bro.
Alright, Mo, Benji, and Pope just drop down.
Spike planted.
Thanks, Rampage. I try and practice my aim a lot. Holy shit, he just headshotted through the wall.
One enemy remaining.
What the hell is this?
Not the boom you hoped for.
I guess he's not there.
Blink and they'll catch up. Stay alert.
What happened now?
Yes, this should do.
Oh shit, he was never back. He was just...
That goes there.
Man, honestly, the best way to get better aim is just practice.
You're in the client the whole time, so I think they just instantly.
I forgot I just changed my sense too. It doesn't feel that much different though.
Some B, I hear him.
No more charges left.
Yeah, that robot thing fucking me up.
Cage. Camera taken out. Trick shot. Headshot. Where is everyone hiding?
Holy shit, he's... What the hell, dude? This guy just sees the guy and then he reloads. Like, what? What is my team, bro?
Sage, the life you give.
I need this.
Wonder where it's taken from. I need this.
Yo, Notorious, can you buy me a gun?
What do you want? Market.
I did.
How do I buy it?
You just press B and then press request. Or buy it. On my
Who is
name.
that talking?
Alec. The cipher.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for telling me how to do it.
This goes here.
Literally just got this earlier today.
Prepared for
Oh,
hellfire.
They ulted over on B.
Joke's over. You're dead.
They're going ahead.
Deleted.
Dropping down. No.
One enemy remaining.
Sage, can I get a heal?
He's still B.
Sage, can you heal me first?
He's
I
got
used it on me, I'm sorry. I'll wait 20 seconds.
No, that's fine. We could just peek them together.
He's B main with an op.
Not sure, man.
For you.
Thank you.
No problem.
30 seconds left.
I think he's just gonna save.
Yeah.
10 seconds
He's
left.
been up.
Oh, there he is. He didn't have time.
Give me that, boy.
What do they think this is? A backyard scrimmage?
How do I clip? So if you're on PC, you should just see a little clip thing from the stream.
Yes, this should do.
Next to the settings.
That goes there.
What am I playing again? Volley, right?
I don't know, man. I guess so, brother man.
This ain't what they signed up for.
Man, what the hell, dude? Where's my camera?
They sound B again.
No problem. Good luck, thank you, Schlors. Thank you very much.
They're on site.
I'm coming.
Eliminate.
Nice shot.
One enemy remaining.
That's one mid.
Bombs here.
No more charges left.
Do you have heal sage or no?
Yeah, I got you. Where are you at?
Healing you.
Thank you. 24/7 stream? Sadly not. Wish I could. I will stream very late today.
They gotta come in, right?
Yeah, they got me.
Equipment. Thanks.
Thank you. This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
They tire. We don't.
I will try and do a very long stream today. I just don't like to play this game whenever my aim is like, whenever my aim is bad, and like after a while it gets pretty bad. So.
Enemy spotted. I see the spike.
Two more. They were all mid.
Motivational speech, coach. Actually, I don't even want to hear speech from you, Pokemon.
No, yeah, it's just that my aim, like after a while, when you get like a certain amount of tired, it like starts to fade, you know?
Alright, listen guys.
Can I play?
Not many teams in Twitch Rivals have gone 6-0, but we
No,
made
no,
it
you
first.
can't.
We hit a 3-0 yesterday. We clapped out Metaphor's dusty ass in the last
He's
game.
left side.
Now we about to put MB3 for 3 in the fucking third.
Enemy remaining.
I wanna get some fucking energy this game.
Ah.
Yeah,
Why
I
aren't
mean,
they going
it
in?
happens to everybody. Like your reaction time slows down whenever you're tired. All that, you know? So usually the sleepier you get, the more tired. It's not that you get tired of like pressing the buttons, like, because I can play games for a long time. Like, I've done super long streams on Fortnite though, where like your reaction time isn't that much of a difference. It's just like
I mean,
your,
volley has got to be the most
your aim. Not,
Volley is pretty good for Yumi actually.
it's
Oh, yeah,
different.
yeah,
This
but-
is like a game that relies on your
just saying,
brain
like, just
and
trying to get the lane.
your aim
Can't make you fat.
and all that. I think they're coming in this time.
Okay.
Yeah, they're.
Maybe I just play mobile.
I live 162.
Coming A, that was Spike.
I don't like aiming down the sight. I don't know why I do.
Alright, I'm just going straight. First motherfucker I see, I'm flashing, alright? Alright. For a moment, I saw that. We don't need fucking. We're going fucking in. We're going the fuck
One
in. This is
enemy
free.
remaining.
What the fuck?
Spike
That's
planted.
fine, we just flashed. That's fine.
I got
Well, bro, it's because
see what kind of.
I've heard a lot of people say it's like, it's basically like Apex Legends. It's like really boring to watch, but
They
fun
probably
to
worded
play.
this. Oh,
you
fuck,
know?
I should buy a sweeper. Let me buy a sweeper.
And yeah, I like don't want it. I don't want to aim down your
Holy shit,
like
look
this.
how fast I am, man.
But I like.
With my Q1.
I want to go like this, but like sometimes it just like.
This is a nice spot.
Sometimes it doesn't hit. Sometimes it does.
This goes
And I
here.
feel like with this one, I sometimes get more headshots.
They crash against our wall.
I'm gonna grab the wave too. In case they leash the nutty.
Found
That's fine. That's perfect. I appreciate anything.
No more charges left.
Yeah, looks like it.
They found my wire.
Multiple enemies. Oh, this is pink.
No fucking way, dude.
I hear one sewer.
Me too. I'm just gonna run.
Open up the sky!
One enemy remaining.
My eyes are better than yours.
Yo, Stars
30
is
seconds
basically
left.
the phone.
I just ant double buff. What? 3 kills or no? Oh no.
Sad fool standing in our way.
Oh, I'm here.
I have max money, so.
That goes there.
Wait. Let me go first. I'll tell you when.
Yes.
Go now.
Go.
Go now.
Yeah,
Got
honestly. I just have like a like.
He's free.
It's like you want to, but you don't want
I know
to.
you do. I know. Oh, he shouldn't be
Hey.
Let me smite this crab. Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh,
in a
yeah,
second. Oh.
Cage 3.
Oh, dude.
Nice. Your wire.
They found my wire.
And this fucking raise.
I got at least here. At least we'll counter and we're dead.
He jumped over.
Temperature.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Resonant Pulse just to get that kill.
Believable.
Top lane. Or Spirit.
Get him. I think the answer is yes.
The
He
answer will
kicked
be
him
yes.
first though. He kicked Raven. Don't never forget.
Kick my junk.
Raven is such a freaking beast right now. And they just, dude, they're just going down one by. Ooh, okay. A little bit of a misplay there. Not able to find him, but the secondary stun better. Ooh, good dodge. I think he did see him there. Now the cookie, Chain Frost, Ben-Hur finds the kill. So they're able to get at least a return something for CR.
Your anger is useless.
And they took him. Got
Okay.
tip your Snapfire for feeding. The triple tip.
Oh my god. It's all of Geek fam that does it. That's great.
I mean, their spirits are running high. This is the freest game that, like, basically their whole team has had. Snapfire is doing quite well. Juggernaut's above and beyond expectations, as is the Leshrac. I'm surprised that Leshrac is actually out farming the Jug. That's pretty impressive from Carl. And Void Spirit is more than back into the game now.
I will say that these last couple of minutes, despite like those couple of losses, like it was mainly on supports, right? Mushi goes down, Ohio goes down. If they could sort of keep these cores alive, that's a way that they can sort of, you know, survive through these rough stages of this game.
No, Mortimer, it's
Carl?
not playtime.
Careful about